Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. Before I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. Before I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done in my drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? The only one that's left in the rain. The only one that's left in the rain. Am I the only one? 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 Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? Doesn't matter where we go and destination unknown. I don't care where the motor stops, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. Look around, where's the people at? I want a taste of the good life. Hit me with it right now, I'm in it. Cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want it, oh I want it, let's go. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. You said, yeah, Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. It's 2 a.m. when we close the bar, but we're in the get-go. Next place, give me some more. I could dance with you beneath the stars, cause when I want it, then I want it. Yeah, I want you. Everything stops when you move like that, and I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, cause right now I'm in it. I feel kinda dizzy when I'm staring at you. And I won't look back, yeah. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh,
Exclamation mark baby.
stops when you move like that, yeah. Everything stops when you move like that. And I wanna get in close to you. It's what I'm gonna do, 'cause right now I'm in it. Yeah, I'm fucking in it. I don't care about the bad shit back home. It's Cincinnati, baby, I just wanna let it go. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have to know your real name. I'm just addicted to the way you take the pain away. Nothing matters when we're way out here. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati, baby, Cincinnati, baby. I said it's Cincinnati, baby, it's Cincinnati, baby.
Take everything we got, give it an honest shot, turning it on and off, we've been sliding, riding the highest dream, keeping the fire real. I call for you. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for fun, with a light to fire. I've been flying up the ceiling, taken by this feeling. Maybe we're invincible at last, fueling every engine. baby, we're invincible. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for desire. Hold your gun, cut the wire, aim for desire.
Do what it takes to make you believe. With my heart on hyperdrive, we do what we want, but we're not free. With our hearts on hyperdrive. Hello, chatto. It's Thursday. Coming up today on Building a Nation with MTK, there are 10 games left in the league season. We have a 13-point lead and just got a rather poggy youth intake. In other news, we've also managed to pick up 2 absolutely outrageous talents, but have broken the bank slightly and find ourselves in a tiny bit of wage trouble. But nevertheless, we push on. All that and more coming up today on Building a Nation with Treaty. No, fuck it! No! Fuck! Oh, that's like doing like a 5,000 meter race and then tripping over your own bollocks in the last 3 meters. No! Oh, you have no idea how hard it's been to not say Treaty United. And I feel like I've said it nearly every single time. Oh. And it was all going so... That was going to be one of the best intros ever too. I nailed it all out. Oh my days. El Gordo, thank you for the 17 months. That makes me feel slightly better.
I've been around the world a couple of times or maybe more. I've seen the sights. I've had delights on every foreign shore, but when my mates all ask me the place that I adore, I tell them right away, give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep or two, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair.
It's very true, Gordo. I can't say I disagree with anything in there. Almost. No, it continued to look professional. It just didn't sound professional. And Veggie, thank you for the 9 months during the intro as well. And also the Crichton, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Oh, dear. Worst mistake that's Twitter. Why'd you gotta do that to me? It's a nice-ish day. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. ITVX is broken, so I can't even watch the game with you lot. You just gotta rub it in, don't you? Oh my days, Castro with the 1,000 bits.
Belgium played awful.
Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Firstly, that's insanely kind of you. But you're right, yes. I watched the first half. Well, I still watched the first half. I was playing Rocket League and watching the first half. Yeah, I can't get ITVX to work. Every time I load it, it just crashes. And when I do get it to work, it crashes. It just constantly crashes. So that's fun. I think they must have updated something because it said like uninstall updates, but I don't know whether it's something I want to touch either. It's a pain. So as for what club it is, I mean, you can guess. It's Treaty United, clearly. The Pablo! He of the Pablo method with the 22 bastard months.
22 months. Wow. During the time we've travelled from Tromsø to Limerick and are now living it up in Budapest.
We absolutely are.
Haven't been able to catch many live streams, but trying to keep up with the VODs.
Awesome.
Glad to see your other YouTube content doing so well too. Keep up the okay work. Smiley face. Smiley face. Smiley face. Woozy face.
Woozy face. Chat, sometimes we're all a bit woozy face. Yeah, this feels like another one of those boring 0-0s that we've got. Like, what? It feels like World Cup games are either mad as fuck or just 0-0s. Just, there is no middle ground in matches. Yellow card, man. I'll take it. Ben's Ellie used to call me double yellow lines, so it's a step up. This is a good game, though. I don't know. I have literally not been able to watch any of it. I saw about 10 seconds of it before ITVX crashed. That's as far as I got, unfortunately. Oh, dear. I feel like I missed some stuff in chat there. But yeah, no. So I'm glad the stuff on YouTube's going well. The recaps will start from Sunday because we should be finishing off the season today. So the recaps are going to be slightly different this year. Because I have a little bit more time, I'm actually able to put more work into making them better videos. So I've got like a proper script. I've got like outlines and stuff I want to do. I've got loads of clips saved to insert stuff into them as well, to make them a bit more, as close to what I can do as like a proper breakdown of each season. And I think that's going to make them way better content as well. So that's kind of good. Things with YouTube seem to be going all right. Last night's video, very, very strange. I think I made a mistake by trying to put it up after the football, and because it wasn't my normal upload time, it just died on its ass, which is a shame, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, thank you, Crichton. There you go. I'm glad it was helpful. It's weird. The video actually has got really good metrics, except for the ones that matter. Like, the people that watched it, it's an insane retention. It's got loads of, like, subscriptions have come through from the video, but the CTR was really low. It's an interesting one. Maybe the thumbnail and title were just shit.
8 months. Good times.
Thank you, Mr. Hazy. How is it going, my friend? Oh, dear. Seems decent. Before that would have been, but now, to give you an idea, my skin one had 6k at this point. But then, maybe it's just that, like, because I put it up 2 hours late, thumbnail and I can change things like thumbnail and titles on it, though, to try and mix things up a little. So I'll give it a couple of days. We'll see. If it doesn't, because I think it's a decent video, and I think that the content in it is quite important for people to see. So we'll give it a try, you know? Piss off Skynet too much. To be fair, algorithms have been pretty kind to me lately. I've had some pretty good success with some videos out of nowhere, so I'll take it, you know. Not every video can come in and be number 1 out of 10. It's just not how that works. What I would say is it came in at 10 out of 10, and now it's up to 6, so it does seem to be growing slightly, but, you know, this is all just like inside baseball shit, but it's interesting at least. The way I look at it is it's always data. It's actually above 20k, Saz. The number you see publicly on YouTube is actually lower than the real number. There's like a delay by like 4 or 5 hours on actually updating it. So it says like 19k on YouTube, I think, but it's actually over 20 when you go to the actual dashboard analytics. I think it's so that they can 1-0. A goal? To who? There's been a goal, chat, but for who? Switzerland. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Give it away, YouTuber Insider Info. I know. But, you know, to be fair, what I would say is the skin video as well, when that actually the best example was, do you know my video that blew up, the original scouting one with the Wonder Kids, the one that's got like 130k views, that came in at like number 8 on the list, so that's irrelevant, honestly.
4 to go to my 1-year anniversary. Wow, those 8 months have gone by really quickly. Let's have a great stream today.
I hope so, Falford. That was a great pep talk, by the way. Let's have a great stream today, chat. Let's really be good today, you know? But Falford, thank you so much for the 8 months. That's one more off a Twitch babby. Phone down and never got back to it. That's okay. The click is what matters, Jeri. It's that CTR rate, you know? But also, at the end of the day, don't watch videos if you don't think they're good. It's up to me to make good content, in theory. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, is it Breland Bolo? Nice. Oh. So, hang on, you're winning the top flight as well?
2
That's
bloody
incredible.
years.
Holy shit. When don't we have... Well, when I fuck up the intro, that's for sure. Crazy Brit, thank you for the 24 months. That is 2, as you say, 2 years. 2 bloody years. I just sloshed all my drink in my eye there. Second choice of nation. So, I feel like if it was going to be someone, Switzerland or Cameroon, I would have probably picked Switzerland out of the two in terms of, like, who I would have thought would win. Let me just see if it's still crashing. I've not been able to get it to play for more than, like, 5 seconds. Most of the time, it doesn't even load the actual app itself. It just... My NVIDIA Shield has gone off. We'll try it again. Doesn't matter, though, because the second game today isn't on ITV anyway, so I'll be able to watch that with you. Is it Uruguay, South Korea later? That's at 1 o'clock, isn't it? See, it's loading. That annoying intro. I do love that they actually promoted this being like, oh, yeah, we've got HD on it now. It's like, wow, HD on a streaming service? Imagine. It's like being in the future. Oh, hello. It's actually working at the moment. How long that will work for, but it is loading. I can see the match. Things you'll love to see. Imagine. What will they think of it? I know. Next they'll be saying, hey, imagine having subtitles. On a live stream, I suppose. That's not too bad. Right, so, I suppose you're probably wondering what happened with those 2 lovely chappies that we were looking at. They're our lovely chappies now. So we managed to get Bobby Abdiholikov. And he's really good. He's really, really, really good. And he's going to give Panache a hell of a run for his money. He's just so good. He's even got decent work rate and stamina. Like, okay. But the composure, the finishing, the dribbling, the 15 pace, the 15 acceleration. He is a monster. I can't believe he only has 4 caps for Uzbekistan. Like, just mad. Am I going to buy United? I'll give it a crack. I'll give him a tenner. It's kind of nuts that he's only got 5 caps. Needs to find a new club, says man who's just... Mao and Pinballs are an underrated suite. Can you train determination? With mentoring, but the fact is, we actually don't need him to have a great determination. Well, I find it's mostly important for like things like development, and he's actually so developed that I actually don't mind that it's not perfect. Like, yes, Second. Oh, I have a soft spot for Second too, as you can imagine from my save where I manage them. Yes, they're in the same league as us. They are here. Although I still don't understand. I need to have a look at that. But yeah, this is Second. They're in the same league as us at the moment. I love that home kit so much. It's like an old school Inter kit. I could just see like Pirelli written across the front of it. And the other chappie that we brought in was... Now, as you can see, we're in a bit of a wage budget hole at the moment, but I feel like if we didn't sign those guys, we'd regret it. And according to James, we should get a nice chunk of wage budget once we get promoted. So we should be all right. And I say once, because we are 13 points clear. This was the other chap we managed to bring in, Adrian Kapralik, a Slovakian inside forward / whatever, because he's good on both feet. So he's the perfect man for our little winger switchy thing, which we've been doing. Plus 17 pace and 16 acceleration. Even in the top flight, I suspect that he's probably... In fact, look at that. He's literally a top flight standard player already, which is just glorious. Oh, hang on. Is the referee doing things? Oh, no. It's just an injury. Ah, dear. Yes, Thanksgiving, isn't it? Also, so yes, all the American VODies, because I imagine that most of them aren't in chat right now. If you are an American in chat right now, fair play. Why are you up so early? You got to get the turkey on, I guess? Or chicken? I don't know what... I don't know. What do I know? But happy Thanksgiving to you. Ugh. Enjoy stuffing yourself. I always forget which one, because Canadian Thanksgiving's October, isn't it? And then American Thanksgiving is, well, November. Which means, the hilarious thing is, this is how I know Thanksgiving's coming. So what, oh, fuck's sake. What Thanksgiving means to me is that very soon it's going to be Black Friday. And what that means to me is that very soon Nerdphonic's going to do his absolutely massive Twitter thread where I get to spend lots of money that I wasn't intending to spend, you know? Leagues aren't named correctly and the German first team is great. Yes, because that's how the game is. You'll need to put a name fix in order for that to work. That's just how the game is, basically. So those are the default names. So the database itself doesn't change that. That has to be changed with a name fix, which you can download off of various different websites. Did you ever feel like a window, man? You get a camera that doesn't freeze. It's not the camera. It's the fucking, like, USB port on the PC. But there's nothing I can do about it. Because these have to go through a USB 3. And I've only got one available on the front side of the port. And the one on the back is being used for something. I don't know. I need more ports, chat. You can never have enough ports, damn it. Ah, Supersonic Jin, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the hype train, chat. That's very kind of you, my friends. Right, I guess we should get into the game. Get these guys cracking and see what they're like. Watch us somehow bottle promotion from here. Right, so obviously we're going to give Abduholikov a start today, because as much as I've enjoyed Panache, you've got to give the new man a run, right? At this point. Kaepernick's... Good lord. Our wide players are going to be absolutely ripping things to shred next year. Panache should be fine to come onto the bench, right? Yeah, nice. Anyone else I want to put on here? Vaju. Okay. So obviously with a lot of guys leaving as well at the end of the season, that's going to free up some wages for us too. Wow, Meze, actually, no, I've got to start Booty because Meze is just not ready for this at all. Twitch Choppers with a 10 months. How's it going, friend?
All the best, Matt.
Well, thank you. All the best to you too, my friend. Yeah, Bajcetic was a weird one. Because Liverpool are our affiliate side, I think that's probably why we were able to get him. Now, admittedly, I actually don't think we're going to use him all that much, but we almost got him to see if we could try. Really? Oh, welcome in, Swedish Lambert. The recaps will start on Sunday morning, which is going to be nice. Just to be nice to get some extra content out that I hope is going to be good. I didn't want to just like... With last year, the problem with the recaps was that I, generally speaking, had to make them on the same day as a Nomads video. So it'd be coming late in the day, and I still have to sort of record and edit a brand new video there, and it just... I was never able to put the amount of effort and work into them as I wanted to at the time, and this year I've got a little bit more time to do that, and so, yeah, that's going to be fun. Right. Yeah, okay. This should be good. Also, I had a little look at the penalty situation. Do you remember earlier in the season? I can't remember what it was. Was it 41 penalties were given in our first 10 league games, I believe? So I had a little look. The number is now 95 penalties, but that's over 28 league games. So it's definitely, like, evened itself out a little bit. Oh, thank you, Stewie. I don't remember getting a notification about that. Let me just do a little scrolly scroll. Maybe it doesn't show up with primes if I'm offline. It seems like it's calmed down a bit and returned to the... Like, it's regressed to the mean, I suppose. Roma is a senior affiliate. That's... Oh. That also, I love that because that implies we could do that too. Do you have Italy turned on? Or are you playing the same save file I am? Because if you are, that's very exciting news. And maybe that would be a good top flight effort for us. No, it's the league in total. We've had 9 penalties, which is the highest in the league, which is not entirely surprising. I mean... The hilarious thing is that Spartacus have actually scored 17 goals more than they were supposed to have. What a good photo. Plus, these guys, this is Sorokshar. We really should be dispatching them fairly easily. I'd like to see us win the league by 15 points. That's my plan. It's 13 at the moment. We extended it a little bit last time. Boy just got Roma. They just... Really? Huh. When did this happen? I'm curious now. Maybe they'll just do it for us as well. I had a look at the some of the goalkeeping advanced attributes, not attributes, the stats for it. And the thing is, Robin Roofs, his save percentage is actually the same as Samodi, even though his expected save percentage is much higher, i.e. he's facing poorer quality shots but still not saving them. So I think goalkeeper is something to look into in the off-season, because that's a key area of this team that I think we're a bit weak in currently. That's why we conceded more goals than after promotion. Oh, okay. I'll look forward to that then. Hey, Jack. Right, come on, get across. Nice. That's good. Oh, no. That's not good, actually. That's going to cost us here. As Lovrencic is in. And there you go. Goalkeepers can't save anything. They really can't save anything. Multiple senior affiliates. Yeah. No, you can. That's disappointing. As the goal in the game. I'm guessing it's from this corner that's about to happen, right? I don't know who the corner's for. Oh, it looks like Cameroon. Maybe. Right. I'm just... Oh, dear. Oh, Tea Time Tuga. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Holy shit. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Welcome aboard, my friend. Second tier of Hungary. Yes. That's where we're currently at, anyway.
Fun fact.
And thank you for the follow.
Just 2 blocks from
Drops to tier 1 before even following. That's incredible. That's like... popping a load of money through someone's letterbox and then knocking on the door. But you know what? Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Right, we're playing garbage here today. Budapest playing white. It's fine. It happens to me all the time. I confused our third kit with the other team the other day as well. Right. Possession is good. This might end up calling for a bit of Merchants of Chaos later. How's... Oh, Abdul Holokov's done really badly so far. Maybe it's just a lack of familiarity with the tactic. But it's fine. We can always dump Panache on in the second half. Mix things up a little bit. We've got to manage a 13-point gap over the next 10 matches. If we found some way to balls up the league title from here, I think I would probably just have to delete the save and my channel with it. Or Booty with a lovely ball nearly gets on the end of it. I think we'll be fine. We just have to be average for the next sort of 10 matches and get this over the line. Kapralik now. Okay. Sean, show a bit of that speed, which he's not going to get to very much because, well, with us... Oh, hang on, that's a good ball. Just keep the pressure on. More of a bottle than you see. More of a bottle than... The biggest bottle for me that I've ever had was at... Oh, Kovac! Yes! Come on, there we go. Mateusz Kovac with the equaliser. Biggest bottle I've ever done on stream was in Belarus. That was an extraordinary bottle. If you recall. Weren't we like 10 point... We were 10 points clear at the top of the Belarusian second division with Zlobin. And absolutely... I think we won one of our last 11 league games and ended up coming second. It was absolutely shocking. I would fucking love it. I would love it. Hey, look, we both got our first... No, we can't have done. Oh, there we go. That takes a long time to update sometimes. Spartacus are winning, so we kind of do need to turn this into a result. Once again, our opponents have scored their only shot. That's becoming a theme. Booty's having a poor day. But Abdul Holokov's having a much worse day. I'll give him a bit more of a chance. It might just be match fitness. But maybe I should have started Panache and brought him off the bench. At least Panache's fully fresh. Actually, fuck it. We'll get Panache on now. No reason not to. In fact, Booty's been terrible. I think Meze should come in here. Make an early change like that. Yeah, the Zlobin bottle was definitely the worst of all time for me. I don't think I've ever really bottled it. Actually, I've still bottled stuff on YouTube. It's just been like more of like a close league title battle, I'd say. Nothing's been quite on the levels of Zlobin. Kapralik down the left-hand side now. Can he cut back inside perhaps, or just go for it? Okay, that's fine. Maybe a long-range banger from Mezai. Oh! That was... Oh, fucking hell. This is first season. Okay, that would have been a really nice goal if it wasn't for the fact that he was offside. Look at that little pick out from Meze. But it's a good finish from Kapralik. Just be onside next time. Feels like last 15 maybe Merchants of Chaos if we're not finding any success. But we look like the better side. I think we just have to be patient here. It is annoying, though, considering these guys are bottom of the league and have won, like, what, 2 games this season? We've only lost, like, 4.
You came in summer.
Roz, thank you for the follow.
In winter, it can get very depressing.
Uzbek Maratta. I love it. Hopefully it'll be a success. I think we just have to start Panache for the next, like, 4 or 5 games. Get Abduholikov off the bench in every single one of them. And just slowly work his match fitness levels up until we're happy, really. Daniel, how's it going? 6 a.m. Holy shit. Oh, that's awesome. Tea time 2. Wow. Holy shit. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Or late. I don't know, actually. Wait. Work until 6 a.m. God, what do you do? Hang on. What the fuck? Okay, so Kapralik's been sent off. Oh. Has anyone got someone to play as well as a libero? I was thinking, yeah, the Regan Booty libero was good times. Morning, Dan. How's it going? What are you doing in here on a Thursday? Or on a weekday, I should say. Yeah, I think we've had it. We do that. We do... I guess Nemeth? No, Steva. Has to be Steva. What season? This is first season. Very late first season, but first season nevertheless. I think with that, we'll do a bit of this. Do I actually have that set up on that one too? I don't. That might be why that doesn't work so well. Let's need to remind me after the game to add that into our default, into the second tactic as well. Yeah, it's going to have to be it. I don't think this is going to go too well for us. Let the bottles begin. Off work. Oh, that sucks. Hope you feel better soon. Critchlow was... Oh, never mind. Wait, no. Jarju's not taking the fucking penalty. Like, 15 pens is fine and all, but I'd prefer someone with good finishing. Watch Panashe miss this. Also, that Japan game yesterday. Oh, did anyone see the clip of Rudiger sort of taking the piss while he was trying to clear a ball? And then, like, minutes later, they've lost the game. Oh, come on, Panashe. The 10 men take the lead. I need to clear my throat. There we go. Lovely stuff. Yeah, no, the Japan game yesterday was bizarre. Like, what even was the first game yesterday? Because it was dull as dishwater. I had it on in the background while I was planning a script for yesterday's video. And then, luckily, I managed to get most of that recorded and edited during that game, and then during, like, the break between matches, which meant that while the Japan-Germany game was going on, I was just planning some thumbnails and stuff, and it was brilliant because I was just watching the game. Didn't actually see much of the Spain-Costa Rica game, as it goes. I just saw a lot of goals going in, which is kind of what you want, I suppose. Was it Morocco-Croatia? When was Poland-Mexico then? Was that the late game on... I don't fucking know. Oh, no, here we go. This is a long-range banger incoming. What a save. What a save from Robin Roofs. Holy God. Latvia or Estonia? I don't know about Latvia. I think Latvia's rules are quite relaxed, if I recall. Estonia, I have no idea. They're not even in the base game. Mexico was 4 o'clock. Ah, okay. I saw a decent amount of the first half of the Belgium-Canada game. It sounded like Canada absolutely battered them in terms of on the pitch, but also were apparently denied some quite clear penalties. But again, I couldn't possibly comment as I have not actually seen them. Of course, Ochoa. Oh, God, goalkeeper. Bloody hell. Right, go on. Oh. Okay, here we go. Germany had a striker. They scored 4. Yeah. Oh, go on, Panache. Bang one. He's in. Oh, it's a good stop. I love the goalkeeper sometimes in this. It is decent. I do like the meme going around about how Ochoa's like never actually... He's not got a club team. They just bring him out of like cryogenic stasis every 4 years for a World Cup. Hey, Aiden. Should have got a second one, really. Yeah, I saw the missed penalty because it was... Oh, God, who was it? Presumably Alphonso Davis, right? It didn't look like a very good pen. I feel like, if anything, he also could have got to the follow-up and fucked that up too. No way. He's just tried to shoot from his own half, nearly. I love that. I just love that players do stuff like that. I mean, they don't deserve anything from this game, and we're looking like we might actually get through this. The 10 men have prevailed with the penalty, admittedly, but, you know, Kapralik didn't exactly have the best day of his life there, I must admit. We'll grade those two in slowly. Charlie Adam on the pitch. Maybe. You can hit a midget's dick from 30 yards, so I'm told. Yeah, classic little 3-0 victory there. They're still under a lot of pressure behind them. Because look at that. It's like, even any of these guys could really still mount a challenge. It's unlikely. I think Spartacus will be the guys, but still. Martin Booty, you're telling me there's a second Booty and I don't know about him? Oh. Apparently not in this particular save. That sucks. Is that Jan Sommer doing Jan Sommer things again? Because he is such a good keeper. Plus, I also like the fact that Oshoa looks a little bit like Josh Radner. So he's just like Mexican Ted Mosby. And I'm totally here for that as well. He's been banned again. For debut, gets sent off. Brilliant. Except it's fine. That's fine. Regan Booty's dad. Is it really? Oh, of course it is. Yes. I remember someone mentioning this to me before. Other booties. Let's look at the other booties. I'll be honest. I actually took a brief detour yesterday while I was recording that video, and I had to edit this out, as in I had to sit there and edit my way through that and be like, what are you doing? It was just me searching for the word dick in the database, trying to see if there was any funny combinations. And I took time while I was recording to do this. So what we got under the booties here? We've got any fun ones. Simon Banzer. There's Benny Bowboy, which is a great name. Keo Boots, which is pretty sick too. Bakoy Bokta. Matisse Bolly, that's a real player, obviously. Most of these, they're all real players, Matt. Steve Boone. Indy Boonen is a very cool name. Lots of booths. Just the one booty. But there's also Boot Prom, which is a very nice name. Just a hearing test. Digital Radiator. I've never heard of a digital radiator. Well, there you go. Ted Buckland, the attorney from Scotland. No. I'm thinking like How I Met Your Mother, Ted Mosby. Josh Radner's character in it. We're starting. It's those blasted time zones. Pog was like shaking me awake early, being like, Matt, my train's cancelled. You need to drive me to the other station. I'm like, oh, it's 6 in the morning. First game of the day is bloody Bayern Munich away. It depends. If you're Barcelona and you're better than them, well, you're not better than them because you're Barcelona, but like, you get my point. Depends on who you are. If you're like a third tier side in the DFB Pokal, you're like, please don't hurt me. I'm in danger. Surname Dicks. Yeah, there's a few different Dicks knocking about. As I found out yesterday when I did a big search. Now, there's 3,000 here, but you do have players like Brady Afok here, which is just a wonderful name. But there was particularly good ones that I found in there, which I particularly enjoyed. Most of them are actually kind of much of a muchness. But you've got people like Alec. Imagine if your name was Dickalick. It's possible. Julian Dick's obviously at West Ham. There's a lot of options knocking about. Also, any as a surname. Just the idea of any being a surname. There's so many wonderful possibilities that we've yet to experience. Just think, I wonder who will be the Fat on Cake or the Dick Bacon of this FM. Or Rick Rolls, for example. I feel like some of my favourite FM regen names are not even the dirty ones. They're like just weird combinations of names that you don't expect to see together. So, like Rick Rolls. It worked perfectly. So we've got 4 days off till jury. That's not an easy game. Is Thighs3 still working on his? I guess he must be. Because he's only got his A license at the moment. Richard Bacon wasn't presented. This is true. Was it Blue Peter he used to be on? Then again, Australia actually had a guy in their team called Rolls, did they not? During the game against France the other night. So clearly that's where that might have come from. Ronaldo Vieira, who's a real player. Yeah. Man just loves the big names. Imagine it's just like being called like Ronaldinho Pele. It's just 17-year-old kid called Ronaldinho Pele or something. Not that would really work, but you get my point. Just a new guy coming through who has the balls to call himself Gerd Muller. You had Touch Samba. There you go. Those are so much better. Australia's full of Scots. It really was. I loved seeing, oh God, who was it? Bajic. I didn't think Bajic was that bad. Some of his positioning defensively was a bit off, but he was one of the few Australian players that was actually, he was making those runs forward. That's annoying. Not that it matters, because he's annoyed at me anyway. But that is going to suck. Because we're down to our not bare bones, but it is going to be a full-on booty fest for the rest of the season. Reading had a penalty. Did they really? He spelt rolls. Ah, damn it. I just heard the commentators say it. Oh, God, not this again. Right. Come on, Rogier. I understand the position you're in. Yep. Until next week when you forget. I feel like I'm in 51st dates with this manager, where every single week he just forgets the conversation we had the previous week. A random guy in Malaysia called Endrick, as in a different Endrick. Oh dear, my throat is having a worrying time this morning. Dynamic AI dementia, the very same. Oh, I forgot we've got, speaking of fun names, it's Happy Jelly. How could I forget that we had Happy Jelly? A little bit of a wibble. What's his balance like? 9. Yeah, that makes sense. Jelly is known for many things. That's not one of them. Bread rolls, that works. Treaty player changed his name to McMahon. Oh, yeah, that was some bloody Palanek Mate. Randomly became McMahon for no reason. I think that's an FM glitch because I had that happen to a load of my Korean players on my Bolton save. All of a sudden, when I came to do the looking forward, they'd all become Spanish. They were still Korean, but they had Spanish names. Very strange. Petroso's complaining again. That's annoying because I want him to train. No, his training's fine. At least his training's okay. He's still complaining about it, but he's actually still putting a good training rating, and that's actually all that matters to me. Although that composure really does need to come up. He's one for the future anyway. He's not going to get in the side at the moment. Baja Chile. Okay. The name rings a bell. This chap here. From Venezia. Wait, not Venezia. Venezuela. He's playing for that club team of Venezuela. Well, he's worth a trial. He's literally free. We might as well give him a crack. Let's do 4 weeks just because it's easier. I know 3 weeks is all you technically need. Palanek got married and took her first and last name. And then amalgamated it. What do I think of the Japan game? I didn't see a great deal of it. I saw like the goals because I could hear the commentator getting more and more anxious as things went along. Also, I never want anybody to be as upset at me as Ali McCoist was at Sula during the second Japan goal. He was absolutely fuming. If anything, he wasn't even angry. He was just disappointed in Sula. Laborda. Plays for Nacional. Like, it's just not a player we can even afford to scout at the moment, unfortunately. However, this chappie, because he's a free agent, tackling, passing's good. That roaming playmaker maybe. I don't mind keeping him around for the rest of the season if I can, and then just signing him up when we get more money, because we have no money for signings at the moment, but we should do. From what James reckons, when he got promoted, he got 70k in wage budget, which for us is going to be like, because we're obviously spending like 40. I think we'll be okay. That would give us like 30 grand, which is not bad. I think we could actually do a lot with that. Where the hell's Palaszczuk? Is he suspended? Fuck's sake. That's a little bit irritating. Which means that Abduholikov might actually have to start for us, annoyingly. Hang on, are you telling me that him starting a game? Okay, no, you got 15 there. We don't want Futach, though. We want Stiba Kovac? Yeah, we'll bring Kovac in. Booty's in there too. Kata, poor at right back. Oh, surely not. Yeah, Van Connector will play at right back. I don't know why he would even come out. You should have heard Pog last night trying to pronounce Batshuayi, because she was looking through like the games and trying to like guess random stuff, because she just does that sometimes, and she was just trying to work out how to say Batshuayi, which was just a fun experience. Oh my god, it's crashed. It's crashed again. God damn it. Had the security check. He was okay with the check. Ali McCoist is an absolute. I love Ali McCoist as a co-commentator. He just makes football enjoyable to watch because he's there. I feel like I'd have a good time watching a match with him. He just seems like a nice chap. When he's paired with John Champion as well, it's just. So, mate, I'm struggling. Like, what do you do when you really like a girl? Mate, kiss. Simple. Love that. Great name. I realise it's Mate Kish, but still. Jesus, I've literally just had to add the term Jerjap like that to the Twitch mod. Ah, dear. Marco Futach to play in the championship. It might be. Big lad, 6'5". Absolute beanpole of a man. Feels like he played for someone like. Maybe? Yeah, with Leicester, Blackpool, and Portsmouth here. God, that's a long time ago, wasn't it? Oh. Yeah, when it's Champion and Ali McCoist on Amazon Games, they are so good to listen to. Just so good. Dahomey. Oh, no. Please tell me the first name's good. Oh, wrong screen. Dahomey Brownhill. That's even better, actually, as a first name. Love that. I'm guessing he's probably got maybe some kind of Caribbean second nationality. Maybe. Shit for Pompey. To be fair, wasn't that when Pompey was sort of reversing down the Pompey Highway at that point? Jurgen Koch, standard. Sorry. Yeah, I suppose it is Koch, isn't it? Right, that should do. Booty's still in. He gained 15% match fitness. Not that we have a choice to start him anyway, because we literally don't have Palaszczuk. He's 6'6". Is he 6'6"? I thought he was 6'5". Maybe he shrunk. Win the dodgy man by the club. Which particular dodgy man? Are we talking about, was it Milan Mandaric or was it that random other guy who had a Russian name as well, I believe? He's only English. Oh, fair. Dahomey's just a great first name. Boom. Oh, yeah, Gaidamak, yeah. Totally forgot about him. Yeah, there was Philip Kish, but this guy's Mate Kish. But I will be calling him Mate Kiss, obviously. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Pompey beyond what I've sort of gathered through osmosis from listening to the Football Ramble for the past 15 years. Not 15, like 10 years. Oh, I was listening to a podcast with, you guys remember Labyrinth, the singer/rap, well, he's just a polymath that was quite popular back in sort of the early 2010s. He was on a podcast I was listening to yesterday. Really fascinating guy. Like a really interesting dude. Right, let's have this. Plays for Cardiff. Ah, okay. Oh, I thought we were going to get a pen there. Keep the pressure on, lads. Ah, that's what I've been forgetting to do. I wonder if this is why our form has suddenly dipped slightly. I say dip, we won the match, but like... It's my 6 foot done. But he has to say it like his name, so it's Kish Me. Just sounds like he's got a slight lisp. Kovac is in. Go on, Kovac. Oh, it's like, that would have been blocked last year. Every single time that highlight would have happened last year, that would have been blocked by the defender's foot. But Kovac has snuck it under the keeper, and we lead 1-0 away at third place. This would be this would kind of be doing Spartacus a favour here. Love that. Goes around one tackle, shows a bit of speed, gets the shot away before the defender can block it. Govs, lovely stuff. Still playing well, playing very well. Got a very tasty youth intake. We've picked up a couple of absolute monster players as well, and we're just sort of, hopefully, going to see out the rest of the season in consummate style here, as Kovac brings it on the chest. Oh, here we go. He's having a lovely start. I'm glad people told me that he was a player we need to keep an eye on and actually get some more football too, because he's been sexy. Van Connecten now. Here we go. Oh, Bogner! Oh. Yeah, I'll show you the youth intake after the match, if you remind me. It's very solid. We got one particular player that I'm very excited about, even though he wasn't like the standout from the youth intake. Off the bar now! We're absolutely pummeling them. I would like Abduholikov to get into the game a little bit more, though. Yes. I believe, Pass Pro, that it does give you an advantage. If you're playing an already pressing style of play, I believe doing it has got us better results than when we haven't done it. In a lot of the tests I've done. So, when I say every player, literally even the goalkeeper, because I've noticed players will actually sometimes stand and block off passing routes to the keeper. I've seen it happen a few times. So I think it's definitely worth doing in certain matches, and we seem to play better when we have it on. We just win the ball back so fast. Like, it drops the OPPDA down really quickly, which is what I want, obviously. Oh, can't buy a win at the moment. Have you tried, literally, this sounds stupid, Ashton, have you tried just turning on dribble less? Because that seemed to be the killer for us, as backs just through. That's a good goal, and as usual, our goalkeeper can't save anything. It would be nice if we could have a goalkeeper that could save something. Ryan Preston-Yon, damn right. Oh, in Everleague. Yeah, Van Connecten he's been sensational for us this year. Was that their first shot of the game? Oh, it actually wasn't, in fairness. I'm just so used to it being their first shot of the game that scored. I think we should still be okay. Plus, even if we were to drop points here, these guys are a very good side. They are third in the league. Abduholikov's in. First goal for us. Has missed the target. Mr. 16 finishing, 14 composure. Missing those. Palaszczuk would have scored that. Morning, Diego. Palaszczuk would have absolutely banged that in. I just know it. They've got two players in their team called Kish. Normal finish. Ooh, 5th in the Prem last season with Borough. Sometimes you get that second season, but what I would say is genuinely, if you're just struggling a little bit, just turn on dribble less often. Particularly, I find that in the current match engine meta, having that on stops your players from getting caught in possession all the time, which is obviously one of the things that's happened as Van Connecten's in. Big save there. And the logic I'm using is that if you just constantly get the ball out of your feet and passing it around, it's all good. Oliver Lance is well jealous. Still playing. Yeah. Is he the Indonesian dude that we brought in on trial, or is he... No, it might not have been Indonesian. He might have been Filipino. I think he was Indonesian. Right. Not a great first half. Booty struggled again a little bit. Abduholikov's been slightly better, but he has missed that absolute golden chance. Barbosa at Newcastle misses so many. Yeah, I think the penalty stat is irrelevant. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. Because to me, the reason I find the penalty stat is kind of weird, because to me it comes down to things like finishing and composure and technique. That's how you would know how to take a penalty. So I'm not sure what the individual penalty stat by itself is supposed to, other than the pressure of the situation. But I feel like I don't know why it needs to exist, essentially. I feel like the stuff you need for a penalty to be a good penalty taker is already accomplished across the other attributes.
I must say the last video was great, even if the outro was a letdown.
What was the outro? What did I do, Peter? Thank you so much for the 13 months. Also, which video now are we talking about? I feel like I've done something wrong here. It is the actual Tamas Priskin, yes. We actually had this discussion when we first noticed him, when we played Jury the first time around. Same with free kicks. I feel like with free kicks, you can sort of get away with it a little bit more. But with penalties, I don't know why it needs to exist as its own special attribute, honestly. Oh, he's in. Right, Abduholikov this time. Nah, surely not. Oh! Good save. Really good stop. Was it hold your money, Cappy Bunny? Probably. That's true. I have actually stopped. I've not been saying that on the YouTube videos lately. The reason it is the reason I don't drag the intros out is because... Sorry, the intro. I try to keep the outros as short as possible because it's good for retention. Because once people realize the video is ending, they click off. So if you just end the video, then you get a really nice... And YouTube likes that. It's strange, but it's just... You got to play the game, right? Penalty specialist. Yeah, Yeah. Meaning behind the outro. Basically, on my Notts County save on... I think it was Notts County. It might have even been Stockport. On a save I did on YouTube several years ago. It probably is 3 or 4 now. It's probably not. It's probably just like the one I did right before the pandemic. It just feels longer ago. The song I used to play, which was the intro to the series, has a line in it which is, hold your gun, cut the wire. And someone misread or misheard the lyrics in the comment section and thought it said, hold your gun, capybara. And as a result of that, I started using that as a sign-off in videos, and now it just became like a meme. Hence why all the subscription, if you hover over like the subscription badge in chat, they're actually capybaras. Also, now that Midjourney can do proper cool stuff with version 4, we've got... I have like an image of a capybara holding the World Cup, which I'm going to find for you now because I feel like you'd be remiss if you didn't see it. Right, where are we? Capybara holding the World Cup. Show me what you got. Where's he gone? Also, you could do some really cool art stuff with it now, but where's the capybaras holding the damn World Cup? God, I spent way too long on this. Capybaras holding the World Cup. Jesus Christ. I spent way too long doing like Dan Mumford-style art, which I must admit, do look fucking sick, but not what I'm looking for. Show me capybaras, damn it. Oh, hang on, there we go. That's the one. Look at this. Look at him. I don't know what team he's supposed to represent here. I'm guessing Serbia. I'm fine with that as well. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I have... If you saw in the stream chat, I did actually make some with the guns. It's going good, Malimnos. How are you, my friend? Look at his little face. I know. Also, you can get to make stuff like this now. With an AI. It's just fucking remarkable. Once they add the ability to change the aspect ratio on it, it's going to be mental, some of the stuff you can get it to do. Genuinely astonishing. It's revolution the way I make thumbnails as well. So easy to make cool stuff for the thumbnails just by asking Midjourney to do it for me. This is going to be another disappointing result, isn't it? Because I Costa Rica to me. Oh, come on. Oh, God. A decent regen phase. Get them all done in Midjourney. You could actually use Midjourney to make very, very realistic faces now, particularly with V4. There's like a couple of settings you can use that really do make some insane stuff. Wow, Abduholikov's been dreadful. I'm putting it down to match fitness, but... Oh, God. Did I not put Meze on the... Oh, no, he's injured, isn't he? I guess it might have to be by Shetic. And Van Connecten's going to have to come off too. We'll get Varju on for a little bit. This is disappointing. I would like to... we've been the better side again. But I think I'm just going to leave it as it is at the moment. Just... Oh, God. Maybe one big header down? Okay, no. I don't like the fact that Abdul Holocaust put in 2 absolute stinkers so far for us, given his qualities. But maybe once he gets that first goal, like potentially now, as he's missed it again. Change the cup to Ghetto Faust. Wait, what? Bogdan's ball in. Stipe! Yes! Janos Stipe with the finish. That is very important. I just realized I called him Stipe. There's literally not a T in his name. Sepe. Oh, come on. Lovely goal. Lovely cross as well from Bogdan. That is just a lovely floated cross. Sepe on the end of it. 1-0. Why is the goalkeeper bending down there? Man is literally going down on his knees. Very important goal. Particularly as I believe... Oh, I think Spartacus are losing. That might just give us a 16-point lead. Oh. Wait, who's autocomplete? What have I missed? Bit of that. Good shit. It could be Uruguay, actually, yeah. 16-point lead is very good. I wonder if they lost to. Oh, they lost at home. To be fair, we can't really talk because we also lost at home to these chaps. They're dreadful, but we did also lose to them too. Point is, we're now 16 clear with 8 games left. We could win the game we could win the league with 5 matches to spare and maybe give some of the youngsters a bit of a run out. I want to try out our new chap. Speaking of new chaps, youth intake. I was going to show you that, wasn't I? Right, so this is what we had. Hopefully they're still in there. Yes. So this was our youth intake. Very, very solid indeed, honestly. I've noticed some of these guys have... Hang on, is he? It's apparently lost a bit of his potential, but I think that might just be an assessment because I think he's great. He's the guy I really want to give some game time to, Yepes, because he's just really solid across the board. Can play both left back and right back. Great physicals. He's... Yeah, oh, the tactical tweak to the second tactic. Thank you, yeah. Drop a bit of that in there, a bit of that in there. And... Oh, that's nearly centre. That would have been bad. I love how you could swap the striker with a DM. just at random. So there was him, who was the one I'm really excited about. We also had Attila Miller. He's decent. Well, the one stamina, I guess, isn't that much of an issue because goalkeeper. The one first touch, though, is an issue. I assume he has, like, triangular feet or something. Playing fan of a national club. Wow. Hungary must have got desperate. This is the guy that they rate the highest, Tibor Anyal. And I think in some ways he is better than the other guy. The issue with him is that he's one-sided. He's just not as... They rate him higher. I like him, but he also has like low self-belief, consistency issues. I'm not sure he's actually going to be the guy that's going to develop. I think that Yepes is going to be the guy. Don't know how he's getting on for our under-19 squad. Can we actually have a look at that? Non-competitive. He's only played 1 game. Can I actually have a look at his form? Yeah, so he's played 1 game for our under-19. He only came on as a substitute. So he's actually only got 14 minutes of football under his belt. But I don't think he's been here... Yeah, he's only been at the club like 2 weeks, to be fair. Once we wrap the title up, we can see about moving him up to the first team for a bit. Getting him some extra football. That was a big win. Accident with also complete Ghetto Faust. Make much sense to felt that he... Oh, I did wonder what that was. It's a big hug and a birthday cake. Oh, yeah. To be fair, I think a big hug and a birthday cake would pretty much improve anybody's mood, right? Oh, Panachet's on international duty. Right. Leaf has triggered a beast here. It's time for a... We haven't done a Harold Bishop Ultras in like the last week, I don't think. So now is a good time to rectify that issue. Oh, I nearly pressed it all right. Nearly jumped the gun on Big Hazard there. So chat, you know what to do in a situation like this. And if you don't, you'll pick it up very fucking quickly. So I'll give you 5 seconds. A 5 and a 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1. And Harold, take it away.
The minute you get uptight, you're dead.
And I'm in the house where the coffee's green and the food is grouse. With sandwiches and lasagna too.
Ice cream sundaes for me and you.
I'm Andrew Harold and I'm in the house where the coffee's green and the food is grouse. With sandwiches and lasagna too.
Ice cream sundaes for me and you.
I try not to lose my temper with myself.
Oh, goodness sake and shit and balls.
The minute you get uptight, you're dead.
One of these days, I'm just going to end stream in the middle of a Harold Bishop Ultras and never come back. Just got to play the mind games, right? I love that Neighbours is... It was barely off air for like 10 minutes. Oh, release youth players. there's really no... I don't think this is likely to benefit us, but what I would say is this is one of the best screens if you're doing any kind of lower league save, especially in England. If you're like a National League or League 2 side, or even below sometimes, these always offer these guys trials. They will almost always say yes. I don't think these guys are going to be any good for us because I think the level's too close. But if you're in like a lower league save in the UK somewhere, always trial these players. It is... They reject... Wow, some of them actually got rejected. No, fair enough. Most of them didn't, though. My suspicion is that most of these guys are not going to be good enough for us because... Yeah, the gap's just not... But you never know. Occasionally you can find someone good in here. Seems unlikely, though. Kusandish Bastig? My apologies for the pronunciation. How's it going? One of them looked okay. Oh, hello. It's your boy Gurgly. Now, he might be shit, but that's intriguing. Bit more... Oh, he's not bad either. Is he the Serbian chappie? Yeah. Okay. It's very much never hurt to try. Yeah, it's bring them in, see what happens. Most of them are dog shit, but... Panashik's finally getting his caps. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Oh, he's still in the under 23. How is this man not playing for Zimbabwe? It's baffling. Oh, youth intake. Oh, we just showed it. Just did the whole thing. What game am I playing? Football Manager. This was the youth intake. Sorry, I literally just did a whole segment talking about the youth intake. But yeah, this was the youth intake, basically. I think we signed up pretty much everyone except for... Yeah, literally from Daniel Barner upwards, they all joined us. Got to beat them 3-0. You love to see it. The press everyone thing, I think, really does work. Thank you so much for the follow as well. How do we pronounce it? I don't know. Dressage guy, help. This is actually Rocket League. It's pronounced I still want to call it Gurgly just because it's such a funny name. To be fair, Dressage guy did actually tell us how to pronounce another jet ski injury. Hot damn. Hey, Peganator. Englando. Hang on, wait. This is England spelled wrong? Just checking. Middle of the season. Other teams have already 20 matches played. Only 10. Jesus. That's incredible. To be fair, I have seen... during my Treaty United save, we did get to a point where certain teams would have... Oh, yeah, it's next gen day, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a bit boring for us because obviously they're all going to be... Who the fuck is this guy? Also, Sheldrop's at Porto. That's a bargain. What time is it? It is currently 11:53 a.m. Croatian or Rigi? I'm more interested in... Can we... Yeah, this chap here. Julian Duran. Oh, damn, it was Anderlecht. I didn't see it was Anderlecht. I thought it was a different team. Yeah, I thought it was like a... Weirdly, I thought it was a South American side. Cool, though. Javier Mateus Tell. There's good old David... Oh, I was hoping it was David Seaman. Yeah, we had a situation where I believe Bohemian in the Irish League at one point had like 7 games in hand at one point. It's Gavi, Florian Wirtz, Paul wanna be a footballer. Wow. Imagine if there was just like a regen in here out of nowhere. Swissing Southampton have players in this list. Also, what's with the Scalvini? I just want to make sure there aren't any regions. Charlie Patino. Esprit. Cakey, always a good shout. Imagine if we had a guy in here. It seems unlikely that would be the case, though. Guy at Bolton as well. Connor Bradley. Tech attribute development. Not anymore. No, they fixed that. That was an issue during the very first days of the beta. There was an issue with that, but they patched that out really quickly. There was an Israeli guy. Hang on, I'll come back to him. I didn't see him. Tobias Gullickson, great shout. Where was the Israeli dude? Oh, this guy here. Oscar Gluck. Solid player. I mean, he's only 18 years old. 3 caps for Israel so far. Looks to be a decent prospect. I mean, he's pretty high up on the old... Yeah, 2 first. You love a 2 first namer. God, these get so much more exciting later down the line. So, yeah, I think these guys are all off. And look how much money that's going to save us in wages. Not that it matters, because next season, we're going to have a lot of work to do. Oh, he's on loan from Liverpool. Ah, that makes sense. We'll leave that for the moment. Staff contracts. We're going to leave this as well. Because with a lot of these guys, if they leave, I feel like I can replace a lot of these guys, because most of them aren't that good. Well, Conor Bradley's good in FM. God, I would have loved to, if I'd have been doing my Bolton save, he'd have been perfect for that team. Right, here we go. So this should allow us to bring Panache back in to start this one. It's kind of mad that we've actually managed to win both of those games, considering I don't think we deserve to either of them, really. 3 red cards in his first 2. What's his aggression stat? Cup semi-final the other day with only 3 players that weren't grayed out due to having 100 men on international duty. We never quite hit the 100 players on international duty with Treaty, but I suspect that that's going to be a different story in Hungary, because this is the first time I've done a Building a Nation in a in like a winter league, if you like a normal European-style league, than, well, since the days of Polonia Warsaw. I love how the supporters are always slightly happier than the board, which is fine. Oh, okay, that's fine, yeah. If you want to get rid of Balog, that's fine. What's this? Is this Halfdan? Oh, no, wait. Semidan. I've never seen Semidan as a Spanish name. I'll take that. Oh. I would like to see how we can do in the Cup next year. Winter break. I think it kind of just... It's weird that it's not happened, honestly. I find it strange that we don't already do that, to be fair. Right, why on earth would he do that? Actually, do you know what? With that speed... After Holikov... Oh, the crossing, though. No, I know it's an inside forward, but I do like to have a bit of crossing ability. I'm tempted to give Abda Holikov a chance on the left today. That way he still gets match fitness, but Panache can still step in. Yeah, Semidan versus Halfdan. I expected it to be a Halfdan. Booty Jaju? Again, Venectin will start. I know he needs a little bit of rest. By Shetic maybe instead of Jaju? Anyway, yeah, Kata can still play. I know we've got a lot of energy going around, but still. Yeah, that'll be fine. I want to see what he's like on the left. Obviously, he'll be a bit weird when he moves to the right-hand side in the middle of the matches, but needs must. I thought his name was Bent's Boobs. I got all excited for a second there and now I'm disappointed. What a game. Seems pressing the whole team and dribble. Dribble less is the key. I'm telling you. The current match engine meta, dribble less, is a sensation. It just... Obviously, I think it works for any team. I really do think it does. But we will see. I think our tactic was solid and decent before we switched that on. And I feel like we'd have been in a title race had we kept that the way things were. But when we turned that on, we immediately went and beat the team directly below us, 6-2 away from home, and kind of never looked back from there. Luxembourg. So the new European... Do you think that helps with the Building a Nation then, Diego? I'm really curious to see how that affects the way we have to handle the Building a Nation stuff when it comes to the European things, when they change the format. Do you think it's going to be easier for us to get Hungarian sides points, or is it going to be more difficult? Because for me, I think it's personally going to be easier for them when they're in the groups, particularly in the lower competitions like the Europa League and Europa Conference League. I think they'll have a better chance at getting success there, potentially. Hey, David. She loves BTS in South Korea. But does she like football, Bill? Because I feel like she'll be quite bored otherwise, and that is another bullshit penalty. But Abda Holikov is going to get the chance to score it. He's had a couple of piss-poor matches for us so far, admittedly. But if he just gets his first goal and it's from the spot, maybe that'll set him off on the way to scoring loads of goals for us. And he slots it home. MTK 1. Oh, Abda Holikov finally scores. Good. He's made up for a little bit there. Yeah, I was listening to that World Cup song yesterday. It's fine. Used to Brentford and Norwich were in the relegation zone. That almost makes me think that your system is maybe not aggressive enough, I find. We had that problem before. I can't remember where it was, but there was an issue. Where basically it meant that I was getting good results against top sides, but it was too... it was on Nordic Nomads, my 5 at the back system I was playing. It did really well in Europe against big sides because it was just really good at soaking up pressure and scoring chances with, like, taking... Like, what's the word? Like, small percentage chances. But against smaller sides, there wasn't enough aggression to break them down when they tried to sit back. So when I adjusted that system and just made it a bit more aggressive, that seemed to be what did the trick. They're in the army. Of course. They've been transferred to that club in Korea that FM transfers players to when they go on national service. Weirdly, that's never happened to me in FM. with any Korean player I've ever had. It never happened to Kim Min or Kang on my Bolton save. I've never actually seen it happen, but that is what happens, right? Qualification games in the group. I only played Villarreal and Mal. The other teams were from nations which aren't the best. That sounds perfect. I can't wait. He's all the way through here. Good save again from Robin Roofs. He's actually having an all right game. This is going top bins now, isn't it? Oh, close one. Hey, TSRT. Korean players in Korea. Not as far as I know. I thought it happened to all of them. But maybe, yeah, maybe it only does affect Korea. But I thought it was supposed to be all players that had to do it at some point in Korea, right? So I just figured it would loan them, like, don't they go on loan to like a random team? I say random team, like it's a special team that is put in the game specifically for that purpose. I don't know what they're actually called. That's kind of cool though. Maybe Kim Min was just too good. They were like, we can't put him at risk. Man's worth £250 million. I know we only leave from the spot, but it's just nice to see Abduholikov get a chance and a goal. Bognar. Oh, go on, Van Knecht. Just have a pop. Oh, that's a cheeky little one. And Abduholikov's in, and it's a big save at the back post. Yeah, didn't he win the Asian Cup or something like that? Maybe. And he was exempt because of it. Yeah, I need to add Prison FC. If I had my way and we got them flavor text events in, Prison FC would be a necessary evil. This has been a really good first half from us. Over 2 XG created. That's a lovely pass from Robin Roofs. Except I don't know why he's making that pass. Wait a minute. Have I accidentally left it on the second tactic? Fuck. We've played well in the first half, admittedly, but I did accidentally leave it on the Merchants of Chaos tactic, which apparently works quite well. Jim Chong said, oh, I see. Oh, so they're actually a real team then? That's kind of sick. So Robin Roofs has made a save, which is nice. Van Knecht is so good. I hope he can get back on loan next season too. Or at least find someone to replace him. Because that's definitely going to be an issue for us next year. Big man on campus. Chuck with the 27 months. How's it going, friend?
Yo, sup, Matty. Hope the new save going well for you.
It do be going well for us. At the moment, well, actually, as things stand, we'd be 19 points clear at the top of the second tier. Bognar's ball in. Seppa! Oh, so close. Second goal would be lively. Lively? Lovely. Leaving the wrong tactical. I would say it's not my fault, but it very much is. Yeah, this is still first season, Scott. Obviously, with it being a 38-game season and us sort of building our way into things, it's been a bit of a slow burner for us so far. But this will be the final stream of the season. And then Sunday, we'll do transfer window. And from what James has said, we're actually going to get quite a lot of money. This is going top bins. Come on. Go on, byline and square it. Oh, he's gone for it. Sinan Magage gets the goal. We'll take that. See you later, Crichton. You're vibing. Oh, Chuck, you're not vibing yet. Wait for it. Let me give you some vibes to vibe on. I'll give you something, as people's mothers would say, I'll give you something to vibe about. The vibing song, incoming, chat. Where is it? Here we go. Vibing time. God, I feel like this is supposed to be in a weightlifting montage and we're just all in an alternate universe. It's a tough one, Perganator. Some of them I can do, some of them I can't. Like, actually, are you Hungarian? If you are, can you tell us how the name that's spelt gurgly is pronounced? Because that's the one we're really having a fun time with. Let's get Petrosel for a bit. It's very, yeah, aerobics class. 80s montage, basically. It's a bit retrowave too. I love it. It's just such a nice piece of music. Boom. Oh, what a bop. I chose this at random. Maybe a bit about my Shetic. Maybe a bit of Pallant Shars. This is football. Cool. Gerge. Yo. Gerge? Gerge? I'm guessing. I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably just going to use gurgly anyway because it is a fun word to say out loud. As in good. Oh, right. But which G? Do I just choose one at random or does it move? All of them. Oh, Gurge. Gurge. Okay. The reason I've been saying Gerge is just because I figured it was possibly like the Hungarian version of George or Georgie. So I was trying to sort of build... Oh, look at this. Oh, he's all the way through, but it doesn't matter because he's fucked it up anyway. Thomas Bracco, thank you for the follow. So Gergay. Okay, that's really easy. I'm almost disappointed that it's not incredibly hard. Hungary for Gregory. Oh, look, that makes sense as well, actually. Yeah, Gergay as Gregory. That does work, yeah. I'm always fascinated by that kind of stuff. Went to an open mic night. Hang on, as in you were performing at an open mic night, or you were just like in the audience? Because either way, that sounds fun. This song do be a vibe. We've got Chuck's approval, chat. That's all we needed. Vibe Master General. Oh, I just feel literally, no matter how bad I'm feeling before I start a stream, this song comes on and I'm ready. I'm literally sat here like slapping my legs. Oh, it's just a good song. Also, they've lost again. Yeah, we're 19 points clear now. We can win the league within the next couple of matches. They might not even get promoted at this rate. Something straight out of Mordor. I'm assuming that's the sort of style, like in Girmot and Jury. But it's probably not pronounced anything like that. I'd have to go on 4 though again. I'm trying. The S's and the SZs are always one that trips me up too. Drinking the pink, it's what you do. You telling me you don't slap your legs while you drink the pink? Useless. Start of screen for outrun. Literally, yeah. Oh, we got Sega next. Best PPM for a fast strike other than beat offside. I don't know. Like, last year, giving them things like rounds goalkeeper was just useful because of how bad the finishing was. This year, I don't know yet because they actually seem capable of scoring goals. So maybe places shot? Not that that's really relevant on them being quick, but just having the ability to place their shots probably quite helpful, right? Let's ask the... Let's yell at him. My fault. Good. I'll be watching. I won't. It's annoying that these games are midweek, but I think it can't hurt to give them some game time in there. Man of the match. Yeah. I didn't realise Kevin De Bruyne was 31 years old. I saw that when they were doing like the squads for the Belgium-Canada game, and I was like, oh my god, he's what? I'm old. He's one of those players that I sort of judge my own age by, and I remember him being like a young upstart, and he's 31. Terrifying. Always a fun combo. I don't know, and honestly, I don't know if even if I look at him, I'll be able to see him. He's my age. He's actually not. He's younger than me, which is worse. He has knocks ball past opponent. Yes, tries first time shots, but no shoots with power, apparently. Gets crowd going as well. Hey, Amanda. Your youth intake? Yeah, sure, why not? Everyone wants to see my youth intake today, apparently. He has got that baby face rocking about, right? I just think it's unlikely, Bergenator. Although we did look good against Iran. It's just hard to... I think until we've seen how the groups actually play out and see how Iran compare to USA and Wales, it'll be really hard to get an idea of how good that result actually was. Tomorrow's going to be fun as fuck, though. That's what I will say. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's USA tomorrow night, isn't it? Left back's promising. He is, but we actually prefer... Like, he is good, but he's got some things I don't like really bad consistency, low self-belief, stuff like that. Whereas this guy here is kind of the same player, but he can play on both feet on both sides, and he has better stuff. USA to win 1-1. Yeah, I saw that stuff going around, except, of course, that was from 2010, and I believe the draw is what enabled them to win the group. Still terrible, like, copy, but not quite what people were making it out to be. Age to managers. No, don't say that. I'll compare myself to Wayne Rooney, who is older than me, thankfully. I think. He better be. He doesn't look good for his age. Bless him. But then not everyone does, and that's fine. Yeah, Spain really did go out there. Everyone else is losing and getting, like, these weird games, and then Spain are just like, no, I don't think I will. FN21. I don't know. It's been such a while since I've played it that I just couldn't possibly say. It's a non-negotiable 0. Hang on. No. Why would I do that? His contract's up in 6 months and they want me to let him go. Hang on. Surely that means that I wouldn't be paying any wage contribution because that only counts for the remainder of the contract. Like, weird. Benchmark a bit too high. Oh, God. Damn. 97 points. I'm not sure I could reach that even if we won every game for the rest of the season. It's interesting that Spartacus didn't go up on your save, but Haladash did. particularly as Haladash are 9th in this save. At one point, they were fully in the battle. We've got 7 games left. The most points I can get is 96. I literally can't get the same number of points as you. And there's me thinking I'm doing well. So you won the league by 26. Jesus Christ. I'm doing well on XG. If that helps. Pexy got relegated. Whole team meeting. Oh, hell no. Never, ever, 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 ever do that meeting. You're asking for trouble. Even if your team is expected to win the league, doing this meeting will only ensure them get annoyed at you. It's just silly. Katie's heading for an award? Player of the Year? Really? I think that's unlikely. Given that... Wow, Janos Seppi. He should probably win it, honestly. I love how there's 3 players that have more than 20 goals and we're not even close to it. Oh, I'd love to see them go pointless. I feel like, if anything, Ecuador would sort of let them off the hook. I hope the Netherlands absolutely batter them. And it'll be fun. 2 teammates, yeah, they do like that. Oh, young player. Oh, I see. I still feel like we probably have better young players too. I feel like Panachet's probably done better than him. Maybe his average rating, but Kate particularly is... He's fallen off a little bit. At least the Panachet and Bognar link is nice. Let's try... I'm going to try him through the middle again here. Jarju was the RPM. Absolutely fucking not. If Booty's a little bit tired, which he's not. That's weird. Patrick Port right back. Surely Van Connecten could play again. Yeah. At a time, I actually like that. I think it's gonna... Either it will be a dissuasion for time wasting, because they know that the time will actually get added on, and thus the amount of added time that you get will slowly drop anyway, because people can't be bothered to time waste because it's pointless. Or they will keep doing it, and you still get loads of added time, but you still get the game, you know? That's what I hope anyway. So I'm alright with it. I think they should implement it elsewhere. It's a bit jarring when you first see it, but other than that, I'm actually quite in favour of it. Anyone else I want? Bajcetic is kind of knackered. I guess some of those midweek games probably isn't helping. I guess Lohotsky could play, but then surely I could just put Kata in, right? Or is he suspended? Oh, he's there. He's fine. Might as well go with our best foot forward until such time as we actually have got the title sewn up, and then we can switch things. Also, play the correct tactic, Matt. Imagine. Imagine playing the correct tactic. Who would do that? Not this guy, that's for sure. Cool. Show our striker. Hang on, 1 sec. We should be able to show from this next screen, actually. Trigger press. Shit. Yep. Can I click them here? No, I can't. Hang on. Let me get into the gate. Oh, no, I can do it from here. So here's the new striker. Yeah, I made it swap positions. Still going on. Yeah. But I think it would be good. I think that the stopping the clock when it goes out of play might get a bit farcical sometimes, just because of all the things like throw-ins and corners and stuff. It would just... I think it could... I think this is kind of like a nice middle ground, because they are still achieving... I mean, England and Iran, in the end, ended up playing, I think, 27 minutes of stoppage time in that game. 14 in the first half, and I know it's only supposed to be 10 in the second half, but they scored their penalty in the 113th minute or whatever it was. Or in the 103rd minute. Yeah, this is him. He's a bit good, yeah. He hasn't actually hit the ground running for us so far. But he's actually, wow, he's only got... That's impressive, actually. He's got 1 goal from 3.02 XG, and that was a penalty as well. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's just a case of getting into match fitness and he'll sort of perk up a little bit. That's the hope. I want to see him get a few open play goals. He should have all the... like... all the tools to be a successful player here. So we will see. I'm amazed that the man is 25 years old and only has like 3 caps for Uzbekistan. Like, who the hell is keeping him out of the Uzbekistan team? He's ridiculous. And he was a free agent as well. Maybe they've got something... Is there a guy at Roma that's Uzbek? Maybe he just happens to play in the same position as a guy who's really good. But hopefully he can start banging some in for us here, because next season he's going to be super important in the top flight. As another bullshit penalty. Is Bobby going to take this one too? He is. Potential chance for his 2nd goal for the club. And he scores it. He's only scored 2 penalties. Oh, is he Azerbaijani? No, I swear there's an Uzbek guy. There's quite a decent Uzbek player knocking about somewhere. Oh, obviously there is. It's Bob. Maybe it is just Bob here I'm thinking of. That's it, Shmurodov, yeah. I don't know what position he plays in, to be fair. He might not actually be a striker. It would hopefully get his confidence up. It will get his rating up in matches as well, which is a useful factor. I just want to see him score his first open play goal for us, because he's got all of the tools to be an extremely good player in this system. He's got the speed, he's got the composure, he's got the work rate, he's got a bit of everything. He just needs to get in those positions and finds those goals. He needs like a tap in or something. That's what we really need to see. Just Van Connecten to pop one on a plate for him. Oh, here we go. Maybe not. Maybe a long ball here from Roofs, perhaps? Captain of the national team, so that's probably why he's being kept out of it. It's kind of mad, though, because just play two up top. Like, it's like, at this point, if you've got two players of that kind of quality, play them both. You're missing out. We'll have a look at the national team afterwards. As Kapralik, oh, maybe a first goal for him? Did the keeper just throw his body to his left to save that with his groin? 9 of them pens. At least you've got 28 goals from him, I suppose. To be fair, Palaszczuk had a decent number of penalties as well before we brought Bobby in, so... But I would like to see some open play goals from him if we can. Bognar. Ah, the keeper collects it. Damn it. Another strong first half, though. But we know that the moment they get a shot on target, it will be a goal. But I think we'll just have to... Oh, hang on. Here we go. Right, on your bike. Get that ball through from Kovac. This is the chance. There's the ball. He's in. Bobby! Yes! Bobby Abdiholikov finally scores his first open play goal for the Booty Pesty boys. Lovely stuff. That was a lovely piece of play. Everything about... And he really is enjoying that. What a guy. I'm happy for him. What I really like about this too is firstly, the press worked, but also the way that Kovac holds this ball. He doesn't play it straight away. He waits for the perfect time. Lovely little left-footed strike. Bang. Roofs it. Oh, go on, Bobby. Good stuff. Yeah, Booty's back in Szeged. This might be the... It's just an utterly perfectly weighted pass. That's great. Okay, good. 2 goals for Bobby now. We are now currently at the moment sitting 21 points clear at the top of the league. We've absolutely smashed it at the start of today's stream. Considering last stream, I think we only gained like a 2-point advantage over the full stream. But we've already gone up, I think, like 8 points in like the first 4 matches of today's stream. 26-30. I think in the top flight next year, if he gets good form, we could see him get 20 or so. As Kapralik's now in. Good touch. And he's missed it. I feel like Kapralik as well. I think he just needs his first goal too. But the 2 new guys really are... He's very much filling the gap that Sissoko left now. I think now that he's getting his match fitness up, he's getting more involved in games. He's not getting red carded every match. He's definitely looking more like the player I want. Plus, just having him and... Kovac has done so well in the second half of the year. Long ball downfield should be easily won. Yes. Booty's tried to pick out... Nah, it's a poor pass. Good old Big Bob. If I'm offered the Bulgaria job, would you take it? Well, no. But because I'm not managing in Bulgaria. But even if I was managing in Bulgaria, or even if we got offered the Hungary job, I wouldn't take it. It's utterly pointless. There's no point, sadly. 2 beasts. So the 2 beasts we picked up are Kapralik and Bobby. Bobby Abdiholikov. Oh, here we go. Connected with the long ball. Abdiholikov! He's onside. It's a hat-trick for Bobby. You love to see it. A hat-trick for Bobby away at Szeged. Okay, I think we might have just witnessed the birth of this man. This is much more like it. Now that he's got up to speed in the tactic, he's picking up the right positions. He's getting more cohesive with it. This is a look at this pick out from Keita. Just disguises it through the middle, rolls it home. Hat-trick for Bobby. Hungary has 4 European places to start with. But yeah, no, I wouldn't take the national job because it just distracts us and doesn't actually add anything, sadly. Believe me, if they would fix national team management, I'd be such a happy boy. But, yeah. Budapest is the capital of Bulgaria. It's true. It's been annexed. Where were you when the Bulgarians came? Where were you when the Fire Nation attacked? Let's see. Palaszczuk, that's fine. He's got his hattie now. Do I really want to keep him on at this point? Yeah, probably should. Take advantage of a player in good form, right? Buddha Singh Say. So it was Ferencváros, and they were still in it, but we need to check after this match because they were in the quarter-final, I think, of the Europa Conference League. But they were playing, I think it was Austria Vienna, a tough one for them. Spartacus have scored. It's going very, very well, Silent Hawk. At the moment, we're on about to be 19 points clear, I think, at the top of the league, which is just delightful. And there we go. We're champions! That was the that was the title-winning result. They've changed this. This is different. So Bobby scores a hat-trick to win us the title. What a guy. We just won the title with 6 matches to spare. Good lord. That's a happy time for us. Our first piece of silverware of the save is the Hungarian second-tier title. The first of many. That banner is indeed ass. I agree. Now, you can change this stuff, so I wonder if I could work on that. But there, it's nice. We've won a title. That's a good start. I want to see how many goals. I wonder how many goals Bobby can get by the end of the season. What do you reckon? Double figures, perhaps? We'll take that. Was there like a late goal in the other game? Oh, no, because we're 19 points clear with 6 to go. Yeah. I think. Yeah, there was no late goal. They actually got one themselves. Plus 47 goal difference. We're on an absolute flyer. We've just been so good this season. Bobby top scorer. That would take some. Oh, ball get initial budgets. Right. The amount of Gideon. Because he will eat your face. Because he's a terrifying man. Duck, man, whatever. Just start a bit further up or just going through the countries. It's both, basically. They do start a bit further up, which means you get a bit of a bonus at the start. But also, it's one of the few left that have got the cool rules that you can kind of do okay with. European walkout music. I don't know, but why isn't it Thomas the Tank Engine is my question. So, before we do the lookups, because there are a few of them, before I get into other stuff. Budgets. 74 grand. And... oh my shitting balls! Sunday's stream is going to be quite fun. Sunday's stream is going to be very fun with that kind of fund being available for us. We actually will get to do a bit of manual scouting. 700 grand we've got. And 30k in wage budget. That's delightful. I don't know how we're going to afford that, given that we literally have negative $500,000, but we'll take that. I didn't choose Deal Sure. We are MTK. That's a lovely amount of money, though. Delighted with that. Ball delighted with that. Good shit. Abduholikov scores a hattie. It's a big step up. I don't know if it's going to be. I really don't know. I think we could be a stable mid-table side next season if we play our cards right. Right. Let me get to these lookups. We did the other booties. We did him. We did that. We didn't do that, so let's do that now. Joao Costa. That's not going to narrow it down, is it? Oh, my days. Yeah. How do I stop getting sacked without needing to win games? Unfortunately, Big Ed, I think you're on your own on that one. Yeah, so who does he play for? Because that's 121 people. Did I actually get that in the message? Braga. Okay. So presumably that means he's Portuguese. Ah, here. Wait, no, that can't be him. It just happens to be a guy at Braga. This chap here. Yeah, by the editor. That's the good way of doing it. Could he be the next classy neck? In for a penny, in for a pound at this point, right? The second tier prize money is dog shit. 100k for winning the league. But then again, the top flight is only 300k for winning the league. So there's a long way for it to progress. And speaking of that, actually, one sec. I want to check out... I need to add these to my sidebar soon. Conference League. No fucking way. They got past Austria Vienna. Not Austria Vienna, Rapid Vienna. They beat them on penalties. 3-1. Come on. Ferencváros already in a Europa Conference League quarter-final. And they're playing against Boda. It's not an unwinnable tie. Well, this has just got very good. What does that do for coefficients? Are they above 6 points now? How are we getting on for the year? 5.8. But look, we're losing a 1.6 season. Does that gain us anything else? So we'd go above Bulgaria, Romania, and Azerbaijan, but we'd still lose a spot to Poland at the moment. So we're going to gain 2 at the moment. So we got to 24th next year without us even doing anything. Does that change anything? No. The next change that actually matters is all the way up in 17. So that's going to be a little while. Actually, how far is 17? Do you know what? It's not even that far. A couple of half good seasons, and they'll be there. Will it increase? I don't know. I mean, technically it increased last year too. It just didn't increase by enough, you know? It was a bit shit. So, Uzbek national team. This should be fun, actually. Uzbekistan. Got there in the end. It's certainly not far off. No, exactly. Yeah, so Eldor Shomorodov. They've got a couple of other guys, actually. Let's have a look. Let's look at the clubs, potentially. So a guy in China here. Guy at Lokomotiv Toshkent, which is definitely a local side. Some more local players here. Paxtakor. He's not actually currently even in the national team squad at the moment. I guess because he was not playing at a club. That might have been part of the reason. But Shomorodov, yeah, he's a legit, actually really good player. Who did he come through at? Okay. Mashal 2. Electric Boogaloo. Any Danes? Let's have a look. Tisserand. I mean, it's a lovely name, isn't it? Is it Danish? Also, Saint Melo. Not a team I'm familiar with. I've always wanted to do a save with, like, Clairefontaine. You know, that famous youth team in France. Pop them. I think they actually do play in, like, I don't know. That would be quite a fun one. Fantastically square face. Well, you know, if you've got a choice between square face or long neck, you're right. It's like if Willani was Uzbek, and had like more of a fringe going on. To Piss Alley. Piss Alley! She's just out the back. Isn't it an academy? Yeah, but it actually is still in the game. INF Clairefontaine. I believe if you load French leagues further and further down, you can actually have them in a playable league. Not in for the base game. But because of the stuff they've got here... Wow, why is this so bad? It's weird that their junior coaching and actual youth recruitment aren't even that good. But they have the facilities, of course. The White Tigers. I like that. Short-term milestones. I'm rather confident. I would. Particularly now the board presumably are going to be... Yeah. They were a little bit annoyed at me about the wage budget situation because we were 5,000 above it. But now we're £30,000 within it. So you just got to let things happen, right? Work towards developing the best youth intake. Don't we already have the best youth intake in the country? Or like best exceptional youth recruitment? I might ask the board now. Now would be a good time to actually ask them about stuff like this because... I can only decrease the budget and I can't increase the youth... Okay, so there's really nothing I can ask for at this point because facilities will never say yes because we're in so much debt. I was hoping I might be able to get them to increase our coaching budget at least, and we can't do our youth recruitment because I'm fairly certain we actually have 20 on youth recruitment. So that's already maxed out. Lohotsky's already done that. Okay. We take those. We won every single game today so far. I know it's only like 4 games, but still. Yep. We've actually won 5 in a row, and what's that? 7 of our last 8 league games as well. But mainly, Bobby's doing well. Trying to bring the young ones. Yeah, how much are we in debt? It's only like $500,000. Nearly. Basically, we need to qualify for Europe as soon as possible. So Bob here, this is Bob here. His loveliness. 4.7. He's managed to catch up his XG nearly in a single game. 2 for 2 on the pens. He's done solid. Basically, every game, really, he's started to improve more and more and more. But is it just me, or does he look a teeny little bit like Alex Albon? Just a fraction. I'm getting slight Alex Albon vibes off of him. Where'd you pick him up from? He was a free agent. He was released by Energetic Bagu. Incredibly. Why on earth? Maybe he wanted a better contract for them? I can't believe he was playing in the Belarusian league. That's incredible. I actually have A-bomb, honestly. That I've seen it. It's either been boring or really interesting, you know? He does look like Alex Albon to me. Hello, Pog. How's it going? And then obviously the other chappie that we picked up along the way was this guy here. Adrian Kapralik. A Slovakian winger / left side forward / whatever I want him to do because he's got good both feet. Solid drop, crossing, dribbling. Good stuff, basically. Good passing. 17 pace. If I connect to next year, yeah, ideally. In fact, I might even try now. I.e., let's just check his contract. Yeah, so he's got a contract. I might try and extend the loan. I suspect that with Van Connecten, they might change their mind when we're in the top flight. This is one of my biggest annoyances about FM. I know there's been a lot of those. Is that we've now been promoted to the top flight as champions. Right? But as far as players and other teams are concerned, we are still a second tier side. To me, the moment you are promoted, that's when teams should start treating you as if you were promoted. And are a top flight side at that point. But it is annoying that you have to wait until a certain crossover period for that to actually happen. Which is a little bit irritating. They have just given us an extra performance. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for the extra performance analyst. I really needed that. One thing we do need, though, is an extra scout. Extra scout? An extra scout. What's going on, Pock? The minute you get promoted, it does feel like that, doesn't it? Edit search, what the fuck? Okay, don't know why I did that. We want recruitment team, scout, and then get rid of these. Not interested in that. Just want to see who's available. Could just sort, it's just easier. When does it count as being promoted? When you get to that point where it like rolls over and you're sort of, you know, when you now display as a top flight side, and if you go to the league page, they've all got 0 points. That's basically when they start considering, annoyingly. Wherever that keeper 2. Ooh, yes, good point. I totally forgot about Nathaniel. So what are we looking at here? Good that. Secondary sort that. This chap here, Austria. He's very old and he might retire pretty quickly. I want to get someone who's got good scouting knowledge. Like, lovely. This type of guy. Because the more of this we get, the easier it's going to be for us to do with manual scouting. He said, quoting the video that he put out yesterday, got to live by your own rules. He's never going to want to sign for us, is he? Oh, actually. I think he's good enough and worth it. With those there and that, and also all of this knowledge that he's going to bring with him. 1st of July. I believe it varies on different leagues. Oh, believe me, I'm not going to forget about Nowusu. I just hope he doesn't move to another club. Unable to compete. What? Hang on. My client isn't currently interested in entering into contract negotiations with your club. He is not currently interested in moving to MTK Budapest, as his age means he'll be unable to complete the move in the near future. So he's not going to turn 18, actually, until January. And he won't be able to leave... he won't be able to leave Nigeria until the January transfer window, will he? I reckon this is how it works with him, right? Buy him instead of doing the contract thing. We could try it, but I don't think he's going to sign for us still, but we can definitely give it a go. I think, honestly, with Nowusu, what we're going to have to do is wait till the summer, wait till we're promoted and actually a top flight side, prepare the transfer then, and then he'll join us in January. That's what I hope to do. So, yeah, how you put the stuff down on the left-hand side here is to do with the skin. So, the skin I'm using allows you to add bookmarks for any screen in the game, and they'll go down here. So, if you do ! skin, you can find out how to download it. And I also have a video about it on my main channel. Let's have a little gander here. Bogdan's father. Oh. Georges. So, I'm guessing that this is the one that's pronounced Georges. Georges Bogdan. I love it. What's with the... I love how John Terry comes up too. Which one is it? Is it this chap here? I'm guessing the fact that he was MTK manager implies that it probably was him. Talk to you unless it's a loan. Even ones where there's been no restriction on moving, as soon as they turn 18 they do it. That's kind of annoying. I bet it won't stop big clubs putting bids on your players when they're under 18 though. He's younger. Oh, so it's like junior. So it's this chap here. That's kind of sick, actually. Full kit John Terry in it. I'm hoping that he will change his mind once we get promoted. File Explorer doesn't respond when I go into documents. That is bizarre, Kaizu. I'm not... And that won't be to do with FM, though. That feels like a computer issue, especially. Oh, it's his brother. Oh, I see. So his brother's named after his father, which is why he's got the IFG, because it's like junior, right? Why does he look like Keck? It's Bognar Regis. So he was actually the MTK manager. Wait, was he the manager before me? Is he the guy that I've replaced at the club? I love that it says he was manager here, but yet there's no one else beneath us. Oh, he was the DOF and acting manager. It's weird that he doesn't display here. Odd. But the game knows he was there, and yet it doesn't show up on this screen. fact, where's the thing to hide caretaker gone? Appel Dade. Manager at Pakshi. This is the chap. Wow, he's actually got really good attributes. Still wearing his Hertha stuff in the kit. In the pack. Where are Pakshi actually finishing at the moment? Ah, he's currently getting Pakshi relegated is what he's actually up to at the moment. Wow, the top scorer in the top flight only has 11 goals in 26 matches. That's really dull. And it's not even a player from Puskás or Ferencváros. Ferencváros's top scorer has 9 goals. And Puskás's top scorer has 9 goals. Then again, he has only started 6 matches. He's got 9 goals off of 18 shots. Every second shot he takes is a goal. Why is this man not starting for Puskás? It's kind of mad, though, that there's just so few goals being scored in the top flight. What are they like on penalties at the moment? Because I know we're in a better situation. Yeah, see, this top flight's actually okay on pens. I think we're already up to over... What are we on pens now? Yeah, we've had 12 penalties this season. And, look at that. We've scored every single penalty. It's kind of nuts, actually. To score 12 penalties out of 12 is surprisingly good. Yeah, so it didn't make any difference. But that's fine. We just keep an eye on Nathaniel. We know we want to sign him. I think we'll have to go back in for him once we are considered a top flight side. Alice! How's it going, friendo? How's things in Wales? I need to show you my monster. This is my monster. He's ridiculous. How was stream? Let me give you a shout out. Boom, 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 boom. Look at me getting all professional like. Boom. Alice out. Oh dear. Oh dear. Europe, bruv. No way. What, through the cup? Weren't you in the second tier when I was in stream on Tuesday? Or have you just been absolutely smashing it out? Consortium takeover. So we didn't... I don't believe so. I believe consortium can mean anything. How do you pronounce scone? Well, I think you have got your answer there. Let me show you my... Yeah, that was not the best way to introduce yourself. To just walk into someone's house. Let me show you my monster. Hey, Sharu. But do you have the Wenger bus? This is true. Here's the thing, Alice, right? Once I'm finally allowed to play copyright music on stream again, you do realize that every time you raid, I am going to crack out Wenger Boys. And I realize I'm now putting myself at risk of not getting the raids anymore, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Damn it. It's going good, Sharu. Going very good. Yeah, this is our monster. Abduholikov. He's obscene. He's an absolute abomination. Doesn't like big matches? Doubt. Must improve penalties. Man has literally... What the fuck? Must improve his penalties. He's literally the second best penalty taker at the club and has scored his only 2 penalties so far. Bizarre. Personalized raid reactions. I don't know. Maybe? It's not something I really looked into. It's... Well, I've not even taken much care of that. I've not really looked into that sort of stuff since the start of FM22, maybe even FM21. I'm kind of in that if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of situation right now. Oh, God. Oh, another injury. To Futach this time. Afternoon, Rob.
It's
God,
good,
is it afternoon already? It bloody well is. Which reminds me.
It can get very depressing.
I should be able to load up iPlayer now. Since ITV is a pile of shite. At least BBC. The one thing I would say about iPlayer is it just works, right? It just works and it's fine. And there we go. Why would I want to watch it from the start? I don't want to see your jabbering. And... There we go. Can I explain? So basically, a lot of them are already doing this, but there's a new update in OBS that basically allows you to do application-specific audio. What that means is that you can control each individual... So at the moment, I have several different audio things inside OBS, but the 2 things that are on most of the time are desktop audio, which is how you're hearing the music through my Spotify account, and main mic, which is what you're hearing my voice through. I have another one, which is the alert box, which obviously when raids come through or anything like that, that obviously has its own sound control as well. However... With the new update to OBS, it allows you to separate applications onto their own audio tracks. So I would then be able to have Spotify as its own audio controllable track within OBS. Why that matters is that you can choose which audio tracks you send to Twitch for the VOD feed. And it means that I could basically send the audio for that to the live feed so that you'd hear it, but then it wouldn't get saved on the VOD version of the video. And thus, the... when I upload the VODs to Twitch, they wouldn't get copyright claim. Also, the exports to YouTube would then be exempt from that as well, which would actually be really good for me, because then I could finally monetize the second channel as well. But at the moment, the only thing that's holding me back is the fact that I use a few plugins, one of which is Stream Effects, to control a lot of the animations. So when my screen, you know, the way I move the screen around and stuff like that. And various things to do with the lighting and all that automated stuff that relies on things that are not updated yet to the newest version of OBS.
That I forgot until now. Jade Aon wants to celebrate the title.
I forgot about the goose thing. Ben Smith, the bookmarks down at the bottom corner, this is all part of Saz's skin. So !skin, if you want to, like, I've got a video where I explain everything about the skin as well, where I show you how to do that sort of stuff. But yeah, !skin will get you the download link, and over on my main channel, you'll find a video about the skin in there as well. I'll get you the hat. I forgot about the hat, chat. Look at him. Right, one sec. I'm going to put the goose hat on. In fact, I'll treat you to a Harold Bishop Ultras once I've got the goose hat on. 1 second. The headphones have to come off for goose hat. Hat is here. Oh yeah, hat is here. And I have emailed the club as well. Thank you, Saz, for the reminder. Right. I won't do a double knot, because when I did a double knot last time, I couldn't undo it. Right. Okay. Hat is on. Now, you can't see the hat currently, so we may have to actually take matters into our own hands here. You still can't see the hat. Can you just about see him? This is fine. I can't touch the camera because it'll break. It's on like a mic arm. Hang on, let me just slide to the left here. Go on. Right, I've got a plan. It's fine. I'm a professional, chat. Worry not. If I sit on the floor, it kind of just looks like Gideon's presenting the stream now. Honk, honk, honk. Hello, chatter. See, this is all you need for the rest of stream now, is just to be presented by an actual goose. Imagine someone joining stream right now, and there's just a goose here presenting the stream. And in addition to that, they're probably also thinking, okay, fair enough, he's just using like a plushy goose to control the stream. But then, they're wrong, because my fucking face is attached to it, and I've got to get it. Like, I am a goose's arsehole at the moment. This is not a segment of the stream I was expecting to do today, to be honest, chat. Also, I've just said the phrase, I'm a goose's arsehole. So, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is a big hat. The thing is, the hat itself is actually kind of plushy as well. I don't know if I can make a sort of move by turning my head. So if you have just joined the stream, my name is SecondYellowCard. I'm actually a goose. Just thought I'd update you on that information. A bit closer to the mic, if you're not going to hear me. So yeah. Oh yeah, I imagine that I'm quite quiet compared to you. I'm trying to speak up a little bit so that you can ensure that you have to back for anything. I'm exactly as you remember. Exactly as goosey as you indeed remember. Oh.
I'm the
Mike
Pope.
towards me. I don't know if I could.
Cooper, take
No,
off.
I don't want to touch that. I'm going to just get up. Honey Badger, thank you for the... Honey, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that a lot. The goose appreciates it too. Ah! There you go. Nailed it. The goose is far superior to me in every single conceivable way, I would argue. Oh. Right, bringing the chair back in. Oh, I've run over something. What have I run over? Ow. Fuck. My apologies. There we go. It's all sorted. Teabag McBooty, thank you very much for the 7 months. How do I get the fucker off? Oh god, I did a second knot, didn't I? Fucking hell. I can't flip the mic down. It won't, like, if I do that, it will like go all loose and wibbly, and then I won't be able to get it to stand up properly. Oh god, I can't get it off. Right, there we go. The goose hat is removed. Oh. Tale as old as time. Song as old as wine. Or something. Put a mic down there. As if I've got mics just laying around. This still isn't not work. I know, Mandar. It's just a habit. I just tie double knots. There we go. A blue pill will fix it. Right, now we get to do a Harold. So enjoy. Off you go.
The minute you get uptight, you're dead.
I got to Harold and I'm in the house where the coffee's green and the food is grouse. With sandwiches and lasagna too.
Ice cream Sundays for me and you.
I'm Andrew Harold and I'm in the house where the coffee's green and the food is grouse. With sandwiches and lasagna too.
Ice cream Sundays for me and you.
I try not to lose my temper with myself.
Oh, goodness sake and shit and balls.
The minute you get uptight, you're dead.
Not sure what happened with Harold there. I was honestly half expecting Emmett to appear at any moment there. Like, Emmett just has this habit of just randomly popping up, because what happens is that there's like a delay on it sometimes. And oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Last time I did... It's because I have to set up a delay on it to make it all work properly. And when you switch back to certain screens, if it doesn't turn itself off like it's supposed to, it would just trigger it at random. Yeah, so ignoring that for a second. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, at least I can put that in the recap video for tomorrow. This is fine. This is totally fine. I'm a professional. But no, seriously, Teabag Booty, thank you so much for the 7 months. And Honey Badger, thank you for the follow. Why is Emmett Doran at MTK even? Because he's the head of youth development. He can't be left alone. I don't think that's as good as... Is that better than the first Emmett one, where he just came on at random and I was like, not now, Emmett. We were trying to do something somber. He literally triggers... Like, I've used Emmett several times in this stream. Not this stream, but like over the course of doing this save. And he only triggers himself at random and annoying moments like that. Oh god, you had to. Oh god, what's happened? Today I honk wildly at a ref. We start our summer migration to the top division. And will I finally get that bloody red? All that and more on the Treaty Budapest. What a time to be alive. Emmett Pippin was talking about grieving. I believe, yeah, it was something like that. I don't know, because I'd just done a Harold Bishop Ultras and we'd gone to a different screen. Oh, I know what it was. It's because Emmett had, the file itself had stayed triggered on. And so I then switched to a full screen to talk about something quite important. But then when I switched back to my main camera screen, this one, because it was on, it triggered it again. That's what happened. I was trying to figure out how that could have happened, but that's how. It's the same reason it happened there. Although that was way more delayed this time. Oh, dear. Emmett Doran is just a comic. He's a comedy genius. He should run his own stream. Just Emmett and Gideon. No need for me anymore. I am a side issue at this point. Who are you? Oh, that's the scout we're getting, right. Before I sign him, or before... I want to just have a look at our scouting, like, knowledge. Where do you see that? Oh, scouting coverage. Damn. The fuck? How is our scouting knowledge so good? Look at this. Our scouting knowledge is absolutely obscene. It could be the Liverpool. Oh, it could be. You're right. It could be the Liverpool scouting knowledge. Very good shout. What I'd say is that is going to make our lives so much easier when it comes to doing manual scouting. Because we're going to see way more information when it comes to the transfer window on Sunday. We'll be able to go into this screen and we'll have so much more info about players. Look at this. There's very little missing. And if there is a bit missing, it's from players that we're not quite so sure. This is going to be a super fun window. What European countries are left? I don't even know. So the knowledge of like when it gets out to like here with like your Ukraines and that, I think it's a little bit. But I think we've got knowledge of pretty much the entirety of Europe, with the exception of, I wish you could click these. Yeah, there's a few little bits around here as well. Really no Mexico knowledge. No Greenland knowledge either. No Australia. Africa's a bit thin. So what I think we do then, at the moment, is when we're signing new scouts, is prioritise African knowledge. Admittedly, I've just accepted this guy, so I should have done that first. No, Slovakia, apparently not. I don't know my fruits, all right? I'm good at countries, just not geography. That doesn't make any sense. It's weird. My head still feels like it's got the hat on. I'm sorry. 41-year-old goalkeeper. The game knows what I like, doesn't it? It really does. For real, though, who in the God's name are these two? John Navia and Humberto Enrique. I think we trial those two. Same with this chappie here. Look at the wage demands. Look at the goddamn wage demands. There's Jake LaCava. I would change his name to Jake Cave. I'm just warning you now. You can't have a player who's that close to being Jake Cave and not just name him Jake Cave. There's Thomas Salazar there. His wages. Look at the wage demand. What the fuck? And there's Valmira guy here as well, who is on the shortlist anyway. What on earth? Just more from a second. Oh, you missed all the other stuff, Ironhammer. I was a duck for a good 5 minutes. Then we were rudely interrupted. This is a real life person called Jake Cave. Then there's Ed Lasso here, who's actually has like a slightly Hungarian sounding surname. Maybe he'd like to come home. And then there's Bansi, who doesn't even seem good compared to this lot here. He's free. Luca. Oh my god. Right. You're already fully scouted. Shitting hell. This is an insane report. Is Colm Whelan there as well? Good god. Can I try and trial? I don't think they'll let him go on trial. I think the rest of these guys are probably bin off for the moment, but bugger me. I don't want to spend all our money. Why was I a duck? I don't know if anyone clipped it, but... So we're going to take John Navia. We're going to take Humberto Garcia. We're going to take Jakey Cave. This chappie here as well. And then Gustavo Carvajal. What on earth? Is that Ted Lasso? Might as well be. It's in the Discord. Oh, there's a clip. Nice. What the duck? Indeed. What the duck. We have a meme. Memes are the best. To be fair, we had memes in this save without even... Before the save had even started. Right, let's actually have a look at this chappie here. He's an inverted wingback. Okay. 15 tackling. 15 acceleration. He's very good, isn't he? So with these guys, I say we just keep them on trial, deal with them a bit later on. What about you? 15 tackling and 15 passing. 15 jumping reach as well. Good, sweet mother. Where is he going to be homegrown? So with Hungary, homegrown is not anywhere near as important. Obviously for Europe it is, but then the European rules apply the same, you know? Run into the no man's yet. Not yet, as far as I'm aware. So this is Jake LaCava. No crossing, but we do like an inversion here, and he's got a decent second foot as well. Like a bit of him too. Scream for it somewhere. Oh, it's usually in rules, right? Or in like squad reg. But obviously there isn't any squad reg in Hungary, as far as I'm aware. So that's where it would usually be. Could be a striker. What's his finishing like? 11, 10? He's not... Compared to our current striker, there'd be no point, right? Keeper has a save percentage of 66 when he's expected... Right, welcome to my world, James. Where is it? So, expected save percentage is 87%. And he's saving 71. At least this chap here... Actually, no, he's still bad. So, yeah, goalkeepers are letting in a lot of shots at the moment. Isn't it important for the loans thing? Or did you modify? There was no need to modify. It just doesn't seem to exist for whatever reason. It's also Gustavo Carva. What an... Oh my god. 16 long shots in this match engine. I don't think I need to add anything else to that. 16 long shots in this current match engine. Screw booty bangers. We could potentially have Gustavi bangers there. What's his name? Carvajali bangers? I don't know. It doesn't work. Yeah, these are the few players that didn't make the cut in our youth intake, which, to be fair, is very few of them, because the rest of them all did. Was it my keepers what we finished second? Yeah, those 52 goals. God, imagine scoring 114 goals and not winning the league. 84 points in a 36-game season and didn't win the league. Ouchie. Didn't check Diaz, did I? I thought I did. But regardless, he's also extremely excellent. He's also ridiculous. There's a lot of quality there. The question will be how much they want, but we're going to let them stay for their full trials first. Then we can make a decision later, because I don't want to spend all of our money before we even finish. Oh, God, here we go again. It's 51st dates. I'm Drew Barrymore. He's Adam Sandler or whatever. Good. Record number of... Oh, we could definitely do that. That's surely attainable. 7 points. 26. Yeah, I think we've got... How many? We've still got like 6 games to go. We could easily do that. Long shots are very good, yeah. Extremely good. Like, obviously, this season, these guys would be useless for us because we wouldn't have enough foreign player slots. But as far as I can tell, I have seen nothing that suggests that we wouldn't be able to register all of these guys for next year because there's literally nothing that stops you. It's weird how it says domestic under-19 players are automatically eligible to play in all matches. But eligible to what? Because I couldn't seem to find any squad registration. So what are they eligible to? This is Building a Nation, yeah. We are promoted. Yes, we won the title, I think, in our last game, actually. It's been a while since we played it. We've been messing about, basically. Because every time I looked at the top flight in Hungary, I couldn't see any squad reg rules or any kind of stuff. So I don't know what that says when they're automatically eligible. Don't quit towards your 20-player squad size. But I couldn't even see a 25-player squad. Like, that's my point. When I looked at the top flight, I couldn't even find a thing that allowed me to register a squad. So I couldn't see where this 25-man squad thing came from. That's what I was finding so confusing. Like, I took over MTK in a top flight to check things, and I couldn't see anything about a squad size at all, which is why I was so confused. Shit graphic design. Oh, good lord. Ducks. Do you know what, right? I could probably just plug this into Mid-Journey. Right, so for example, let's give it a bit of, let's give it some beans. I'm going to do this right now. I'll come back when it's done. So imagine a logo featuring a duck and a capybara. A logo featuring a duck and a capybara. Or a goose. It's a goose, technically. Got to be specific here. And then quality 2, version 4. We see. Goose, not duck. Don't go back to that again. Yeah, 12-match ban for hitting an official. As far as I'm aware, that's one of those things that's it's in the game, but it's not actually in the game. In the sense that I've never actually seen it happen, but I think it's just there because it's sort of like so that the rules are complete, if you like. FN22, but what about FN23? Because that is the game we're playing after all. Every time I looked, I could not see where the squad registration was. It's bizarre. Like, I looked at several stages and there was nothing where I could see anything about registering a squad. But maybe it only shows up at like certain parts of the season, but then you still just usually be able to see it, right? Also, did it say that it was Hungarian players that were relevant when they're under 19, or just all players? Domestic under 19. Ah, so that's, yeah, we need to know what domestic is. How you qualify as domestic, I suppose. But as long as it's not too much of an issue, we should be okay. Homegrown players under 19. Yeah, but the question is, what are the homegrown requirements? Is it 3 years before the age of 21? Because if it is, then I don't see that's going to apply to anyone other than youth talent, really. But I said there was those rules written when looking at the rules page. Yeah, this is what I mean. So I don't know. James, if you're still here, are there any rules on the top flight at all that we can actually see? They still haven't started yet. Oh, it's not even 1 o'clock. That'll be why. Right, do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. And I will do a bit of that. And I will now urinate, and I expect to see copious goose puns upon my return. Not a Swansea City. Jesus Christ. Also, our capybaras are done, or allegedly are done. So this is what Midjourney's got for us. I can't help but notice a lot of geese going on here and a distinct lack of capybaras. They still look absolutely ridiculously good, but not seeing a lot of capybaras here currently. I'm going to have to try a new one. We'll see if I can re-roll it. You've never heard of Gakapala? You're not cultured like me, chat. You see, if you were cultured like me, you'd have heard of Gakapala. Classic. Right, Capralic, let's go. We've still got 6 games to bang through. I think the plan is we get through our 6 games and then we're off into the sunset. Capybara and Goose making out. I did make some yesterday with 2 bears hugging, because I also made one for Pog, which was a bear hibernating in a pillow fort, which is extremely cute. The changes that they've made in Midjourney version 4 are legitimately absurd. The moment they add the ability for you to do aspect ratios, I'm all over that. So much good stuff in there. Maximize number of employed senior squad to 25. By this, they can avoid the clubs that formerly employ countless footballers without. Huh. I still just don't know. Ninja Chicken with the 6 months.
Thank you for the content. 6 months have flown by. Too busy with uni to be here often.
It's still lovely to see you, my friend. I hope you're well. I hope uni's going well. Are you new to uni, or are you just like your 2nd or 3rd year? Because obviously the uni years would have been started again, haven't they? Andrew Frank Zambo and Geesa. Good. Why have I got frames? Where's my frames gone? Oi. Give me back my frames. Damn it. That's concerning. Nope. Still fucky. It's all that goose play. It's all that goose play. I will not stand for it. Oh, finally a law student. Oh, holy shit, yeah. I was 2 years of law student, and that was bad enough. Stephen Goose. Robin Goosens? Does anyone have Robin Goosens? Come on, Tarsky. There we go. Lovely stuff. Back to normal. So yeah, I don't know what the situation is going to be like when we get to the top flight, but every time I did several tests of this, going to the top flight, as MTK as well, because they always seem to get promoted first season no matter what tactic I put in. And I couldn't see anything about squad registration. So maybe it is that they changed some stuff and the game just didn't get updated for it. Be unlike SI to not actually update a league. What is this goalkeeper's kit? Man's having a bit of everything. Top Gun punts potentially. Oh, Palanchard's in. Oh, just wide. I take it we've dropped off. Who have we dropped today? I'm trying to think. Oh, Bognar. We've got no worries at this point. We're just cruising. I probably should have brought that guy up, actually. Remind me after the match to bring up the guy from the youth team and try to get him some game time at maybe left back. Actually, no, right back, because Van Connecten is the guy that's always needing a bit of a rest. Oh, Kapralic, go on. First goal for you. Oh, it is a first goal. Adrian Kapralic with the first goal. MTK lead again. Quaxel Witzel is a very solid one, actually. Fair play. That's a lovely goal. He's threatened to do that a few times, but it's the first time he's actually managed to pull it off. Lovely little touch. He's just drilled that. Top bins in off the bar, which makes it twice as good. First goal for the club. I want to see a lot more of that next season in the top flight. I reckon we could get to 90 points. I think that's doable, particularly if Kapralic starts to really pick up the form and Bobby gets on board. Oh, look at the space here for Didi. Just drop it in. Here we go. Oh my God. I thought that was going to go straight in. The keeper was just stood there. The flying view from the Mighty Ducks. We could have the Mighty Duckyars, potentially. Loch Lockie. It's weird. I'm actually reading a book that's set in Loch Ness at the moment. I decided that I'd read all these like thriller books lately. I needed something extremely boring, and that's exactly what I've got. So now I'm reading a book about a lady that moves with her developmentally disabled son to be a housekeeper in a big house near Loch Ness and also run a book bus because it's such a wine mum book, but I'm here for it. As Bobby's in, oh man, he is now just no registration rules in top flight. There you go. So then we look forward to that. What a lovely fin. Okay, Bobby is now starting to pop off. This is what I'm looking for from him. He just needed a few games to get his match fitness up to shape. This is a great ball, by the way, from Palanchard, but just the composure. One touch to set, scoops it over the goalkeeper. Glorious. Didn't know a reader. Oh yeah, huge reader. I'm on a 299-day reading streak on my Kindle at the moment, and I think I've done 47 books this year, which is a record for me. For other people, that's probably very little, but for me, reading nearly 50 books in a year is pretty solid. I'm hoping to hit the 50. That'd be kind of cool. Palance Shah flicks it around the side for Bobby again. He's in, and he's hit the post with it. I think he could get double digits. I really do. We've only got 6 games left. He would need to average a goal a game over the next 6 matches to get double digits, which is totally doable for someone like him, I think, if he just keeps playing well. Bajceti's just done really well there. One a week is pretty good. Yeah, sometimes it's more. It depends on what, like, if a book's a bit longer. Like those last couple of Adrian McKinty books, I was knocking those out in like a day. They're like 400 pages, but they're just so difficult to stop reading. So you just end up with it, reading so much. Cater, here we go. We're summing up for something. Bobby's in again. Oh, it's another good stop. He's on it now. He's creating so many chances. Swan chop. That's solid. Oh. It's called The Bookshop. What's it called? It's by Jenny Colgan. It's got like a blue cover with yellow writing on it. Hey, the last book I read was about this American family that got trapped on a tiny island off the coast of Victoria in Australia and were hounded by Hicks. That was way more entertaining. Well, not way more entertaining. It was more entertaining too, but just a different vibe. Spike Million's autobiography. No, I have not. I don't really read many autobiographies, to be honest. I think the last autobiography I read was probably Peter Crouch's, actually. Well, stuff. I read kind of a bit of everything. I read like I like history stuff. I like a bit. Yeah, literally, I'll read like non-fiction history books to like what you might consider chick lit as well. So you know the there's an author called Jojo Moyes. She does like she made that book series that was built into that film with Emilia Clarke and Sam Claflin, or whatever his name. It's called Me Before You. So it's actually a 3-book series. I've read the entire series of that. Kindle just has no idea what to do with me. Because one second it's like, hey, look, it's a Max Hastings history book. Then the next minute it's like, what about Michael Lewis book about finance? Or wouldn't you like to read this book that's definitely in the Richard and Judy book club? Promotion places, it's the top 2. Oh, fair one. Is that, yeah, no, he was released from his contract, was he not? Kindle has no idea what to do with me. It's perfect. Keeps on his toes. Not that we care about the promotion places because we're already champions. By some margin, Chatto. Kind of faded off a little bit in the second period. We need Bobby to get a couple more goals. Actually, if he can just stick on 1 a game for the rest of the season, he'll get double figures and I'll know that we've got some real quality for next year. As long as he doesn't get injured or anything, we should be good. We haven't twatted anybody for a little while. We're just sort of consistently good without actually scoring a lot of goals in matches. We get little like 2-1, 3-1 victories, but with a lot of XG. Oh, let me guess. This is their goal. Oh, just wide. Oh, it started, finally. So what do you reckon then? Uruguay or South Korea? I was about to ask who was at home. Technically, it's Uruguay, chat. They've got the home advantage. It feels like the type of game that... Is Son starting? And it's in. And there you go. There is the inevitable goal. 2-1. Yeah, I feel like Uruguay should be stronger, but... Hey, Captain, it's going very well. Or it was until we conceded that. Was that their first... No, it wasn't. They've actually had a few chances, to be fair. Son started. I feel like presumably Uruguay, over the course of their squad, would just have a slightly better quality of player overall. But then there's some really solid Korean players. So look at the guy, the centre-back at Napoli. I assume he's starting. Plus, Uruguay have just got some very good players. And I would like to name them, but I'm not going to. But just know that I'm thinking of the same players that you are. I mean, there's Bentancur, there's one of the many Kims, yeah, indeed. Lord of the Rings score, Led Zeppelin. That, to be fair, my Spotify recommended is dreadful because of all the copyright-free music I listen to for stream. So that's fun. Nunes, never heard of him. Is he that headbutt merchant? No, why would I take him off? What am I doing? Let's do... Yeah, Kapralikov, yeah. Every single defender is called Kim. They're all called Kim. You love to see it. The Kim army will win out. Here we go. Oh, Kapralik nearly scores another one. And the goalkeeper's Kim as well. Imagine if they fielded an entire team of Kims and then just Son through the middle. Be perfect. 12th. Oh, dear. Oh, is there a tier 10 tip? Hey, are Geisley really that far down now? God, I remember Geisley being like, oh my God. Being like at least a National League North or South side? Pepsi or Coca-Cola? All right, controversial. It depends on the situation I'm in, right? I really quite like, I mean, admittedly, it's also through choice. I don't mind a Pepsi. But if I'm going to like Pizza Hut or the cinema, and most of the time they usually have Pepsi, I like a Pepsi. It just does something for me. But what a goal from Hurvar. Bugger me. Is Beppis okay? Beppis is also okay, question mark. And I'm just not fussed. Like, the only time I drink Coke, because obviously I drink caffeine-free Coke, and that's kind of hard to come by, especially if you're out and about. You could just never find it. So, for example, Pog and I went to McDonald's last night, for the first time in ages. I ended up having a banana milkshake because they were out of strawberry milkshake. I haven't had a banana milkshake since I was about 10 years old. It was actually delicious. I'm able to sub up my suspended blood to start the game. Oh, shit. What does that mean, then? Banana milkshake is solid, yeah. I'm surprised. I do like a strawberry, though. How much is worth the calories? Yeah, I can't imagine how many calories it was. But I needed something to go with my lovely chicken select, you know? It's been a while since I've been to Mackie D's. I like a Lilt or a Fanta Fruit Twist, since they have no caffeine in either. But do you know what's really good? The knockoff Lilt called, like, Vive that you can get from Aldi. That stuff is ridiculously nice. And again, because there's no caffeine, it's delightful. 21 points clear as the gap now. Did Spartacus drop more points? Yes, they did. F strawberries as a flavour and as a fruit. Just screw them as a fruit. I don't know if I prefer them as a flavour than as a fruit. Although I don't mind them as a fruit either, honestly. Because, you know, fruit's fruit, right? Fruit's fruit, right? You heard it here first, chap. Got relegated to Division. Oh, really? Damn. Surely you'd only need like a tier 8 database for that. I think there was a tier 8 database out, actually, Espresso Cat. Lemon Fanta was... Right, if we're going down the Fanta route again, in Italy, there used to be a flavour of Fanta called Cicotto or something like that. It was like black. I didn't have it, and this was also 20 years ago, but I remember seeing it and being like, what is this magic? I think it was like Cicotto, something like that. The name was similar to that, maybe. Maybe I'm just thinking of the mid-90s touring car driver Johnny Cicotto now. It could be that as well. Lemon Fanta is solid. Blue Elderflower Fanta, I have not, no. Bear in mind, I've barely drunk Fanta in about 15 years. I used to love a bit of Fruit Twist. But obviously, since I started going caffeine-free, if you like, there was less options for me. So I got back into drinking a bit of Fruit Twisty. Just seen an SI answer regarding the extra time. Wait, even though FA changed the rules, saying it's not that easy to change rules to no extra time as it will cause issues with the database. What? That sounds like bollocks. Because as far as I'm aware, in the database, you can quite literally change that, Andy, right? I'm certain that is just like a toggle you can switch in the database. Like in the pregame editor, right? I might be wrong. Maybe it's actually more complicated than that, but I think that's the case. Seems odd that they would not switch something like that, right? But, you know, maybe that means they're just working really hard on sorting out the defensive AI. Although, to be honest, I'm actually kind of enjoying the match engine again. It might, though, just be because we're winning a lot. And as a result, I'm getting less bothered. Right, where the hell? They've moved Yepes. Oh, my days. They've moved him down here. Maybe he doesn't have the potential ceiling we thought he did. I still kind of want to put him in the first team for a bit. And the same for Anyal. Because I want to give them some game time. In fact, while we're at it, Mile's not going to get any game time anytime soon, but I wouldn't mind giving Santai a bit of time as well. So if it's that easy to do in the pre-game editor, then what on earth are they on about? Is this like a tweet or something, or is this something on the forums? Because I have noticed, right, that the SI forums are an interesting place. Occasionally, I'll have a little gander on there. Oh, hello. He's good, but is he as good as some of the other guys we're looking to bring in? Change personality through mentoring. I can't stand mentoring on FM, so I just don't touch it. It doesn't really work for me either. And then you just end up with your assistant complaining every 3 fucking days about it. But yeah, the SI forums are a bizarre thing in general. Like if I go in there, you'll see people like put up a completely reasonable post, people just discussing it, and all of a sudden someone who's not like a mod or anything, or someone involved with SI, someone with like your 10,000 posts under their name will come in and just be an absolute whopper, just proper like snobby elitist wanker to these people. And I'm just like, how is this a way that you want to run your forums? It just seems crazy. Hot drinks. Oh, I still drink coffee, RoboDaddy. I just drink caffeine, decaf coffee. So most places around here will do your decaf. So I can still get my caramel latte and my bougie coffee. Plus, we have decaf coffee at home and we just make our own, like, iced coffee, well, in the summer. Back to the warm coffees now. But I don't really drink tea, so it was kind of easy for me. I only really drink coffee. There we go. Sick. But it is SI they have an interesting way of interacting with people in general. The way that no other games company behaves the way they do. We make. Yeah, you call me. Have you not noticed how I don't have coffee on stream when Pog's not around? Yeah, but I see that in every single post. When there was stuff to do with, I can't remember what I was even looking at. It was just something to do with the defensive AI or something. And someone was just pointing out some examples of things that, this is clearly where it's mucking up. And then you get the usual kind of, well, actually, it's your tactics. I'm like, I'm sorry, but fuck off, is it my tactics? Like, when people say that unironically, when it's like the defender making the most absurd movements in like a regular thing where they show like several different examples of the same exact thing happening for multiple teams, and they're like, well, it's your tactics. It's like, fuck off, is it your tactics? Nerendor, I don't know if he'll get a loan next year, honestly. We will see. No, stop with coffee. But there you go. I don't stop with coffee either, because I just like the taste of coffee. The caffeine part is irrelevant to me. It really does make a huge difference, the lack of caffeine. I sleep better, obviously, but I also wake up better. Wait, where's Bobby? Surely he can't be suspended already. No, okay, that's fine. Why are we taking Bobby out? Man, his goals. Right, I'm going to get the others in, though. I want our new boys in. I'm going to put Yapesh at right back, and we're going to put Anyal at left back. Try out the new youngsters. Booting there with Bajcetic. Surely Kata can start, right? Yeah, that's fine. Noj and Jaju there. Roofs is in. Kapralik, Kovac, Bognar, and, of course, Bobby. Right, nice. But I might loan him again. It just depends on what the situation's like with what sort of loans we're able to get. Because I feel like we'll be able to get some really quality players, but loans are still going to be important just to boost the squad out. Personally, yeah, I do wonder if it's because it's not being... A lot of it gets filtered through Mars, potentially, and as a result, you're sort of more getting him than you are SI as a company. Bognar for the other youth guy. Ooh, we could try it. That's a lot of youth players to throw into one team, though. But fuck it. They'll be on the bench, right? Except they're not, are they? Just want to make sure we've actually got these guys available. Yeah, that'll do. We've got enough players to cover them off. Be curious to see, where are these guys in the league anyway? Oh, damn. These guys are the 4th in the league. If we manage to beat them, then... Yeah, but I want to keep us in good form, God, our numbers are so high. He wants to be number 2. That is a bold claim, considering you're literally 16. In fact, he might even be 15 still. I think it's probably very difficult being the face of a studio, but it is odd that, like, it feels like most game studios don't have someone so front and center like that. They are sort of a monolith. Like, for example, if we look at like Psyonix, who make Rocket League, I know they're owned by Epic now, but they don't have like a figurehead per se. Most game studios don't, with the exception of, like, you've got Todd Howard and his shiny shoes at Bethesda, but most of them don't behave like that, right? This is your in-game manager doing your 4th in the league. I'll beat you with my YouTube. Literally, I'll be like, lads, it's Giamot. I'm curious to see how they're going to get on, though. Because if they don't embarrass themselves and actually fit into the squad and play quite well, I'd be very impressed. Because it's a lot of pressure to put on a lot of young players. The possession's looking okay so far. Although what I would say is we're also potentially limiting the chances that Bobby might get to actually get his 10 goals. So we're going to throw... What I might do for the rest of the season is not start them all at once, but like have like one of them in each game, or like 2 of them in, and just keep rotating them in and out of the squad to get them to that first team football experience. Oh, Kovac. Bobby's in. Oh, he's at the base of the post. God damn. Dan Hauser. Yeah, because it was it Dan and Sam Hauser? There was 2 brothers, if I recall. There's this 9-hour documentary about the history of GTA games on YouTube, if you're the type of person that's interested in that type of thing. I've watched a grand total of 7 minutes of it so far, but I'm sure it's excellent. Oh, Paolo, is that the same thing I'm talking about? It was like a 9-hour YouTube video. Although... my latest obsession on the YouTube side of things, my go-to when I've run out of things in my subscription box and I can't be asked to watch a TV show, is City Planner Plays. It's a guy that does City Skylines videos, but he's like a former city planner, and he just does this amazing... I'm watching this, like, Nicolet Bay series at the moment, and it's just... Oh, it's so relaxing, man. That's my favourite. It's just such a relaxing watch. So Angel's having a struggling start to the... how are the others getting on? Yeah, they're kind of all struggling to an extent. I think we have weakened this squad quite a lot. Realistic attention to details, yeah. I also love when his entire city's on fire and he's just doing a really calm intro to the stream, to the video about like, hey, today we're going to be building some infrastructure and services here. Meanwhile, the entire city is just ablaze in the background. We got on YouTube. No, it's true. Really, I should learn a thing or two from that, Stephen. Turns out I don't have to be loud and obnoxious. City Skylines is really, really fun, yeah. It's such a good series. Go just a history of American cities through City Skylines. No, that sounds fascinating. I love shit like that because I'm a fucking nerd. I'm proud. Right, let's... we might end up losing this if we don't make a couple of changes because Angel has really struggled. I think we're about to concede anyway because second phase. Oh, no, white. Right, okay. I'm going to get off anyone who's underperforming now, and unfortunately, it does appear to be most of the youngsters. Yeah, it's exactly those three. I might leave the rest as it is, actually. I think Bobby might improve now. Ever see me live streaming other games? Probably not, honestly. Just because you have to look at it as a time investment. Like, there's no advantage to me doing that from a business perspective, if you like. And I do always have to think about that because it's, after all, money is time and time is money, right? Like, if I streamed anything other than FM, I would probably get less than half the viewership. And obviously that does translate to many things. Firstly, it's your hourly rate of income goes down, and that of course is important when you're trying to do this as a job, but also things like brand stuff, they look at things like that. So I nearly thought about streaming F1 Manager, and then you'll notice that I then decided against that, and I think I probably made the right choice in that in the end, because that game seems to have died on its arse now, the moment FM came out. But yeah, I wish I didn't have to think about stuff like that, but unfortunately I do. It's the same reason that I've not been doing a Let's Play series on YouTube at the moment, because this other content performs better, and that's just what people clearly want, because they talk with they speak with their views, if you like. Let's get on. I hate that Mez's injured for such a long time. Well, I didn't think it looked that good either, Crichton. I think it looked like it had a lovely... It looked like it had a good base, but was missing a lot of substance. Like, it was a very nice-looking game that maybe lacked the... Why did Bobby come off? Because he was performing poorly. We actually kind of need a win. We don't need a win, but I would like a win. And I don't think he was going to get us the goal. Evil Postman Pat, thank you for the follow. How's the black and white cat going on? Bognar? Oh, that's poor. Yeah. Really, I realise that, Mandar, but I just... The fact is, I have to look at the market and go, this is clearly what people want to watch. Ergo, I need to be making content that people want to see. You know? And that's what I'm doing, and that's why my channel's now growing at a rate that I've not seen for years. Literally years. The last time my channel was growing at this rate was 2016, I think. Not totally out, Basil, but I just don't think at the moment you're going to see it anytime soon. That's why I keep... It's not, like, off. It's just very much not likely at the moment, you know? Because, truth be told, if I was to start doing Blue Star, I wouldn't have time to make any other content that actually works on YouTube anymore. I was thinking about not doing it... Like, I nearly didn't do Nordic Nomads last year at all. But I was like, you know what? I think we'll try this out. And I think it was better, but I don't think it would be much better from that, really. Postponed, yeah. By usually the last 3 months, exactly, yeah. I'm curious, how did you find my YouTube, Crixie? Hello, Millennium. Are you American, my friend? Oh, here we go. Oh no, these are the other guys. It's not so much about money, it's more about growth. Like, I have to think long term. So money is not the, like, there isn't like a number. It's more about, like, if the videos are performing better, the channel grows, and you have this more long-term success, you know? Besides, I think even if I was earning better money, the Blue Star thing would still be bad for me because no one would actually watch. So not no one would watch it, but a much smaller percentage of people would watch it than they would watch the other videos. Understand the mechanics of change. Yeah, exactly. Just got there at work. Well, I'm glad I do, Crixie. That's awesome. I think these are the guys that were released by the other clubs, weren't they? There was only one guy I was actually kind of interested in, and I forget. Oh, it was this guy here. It was old Gergay. Welcome in, my friend. Like, I feel like I get my Let's Play fix now from the streams, and where I would love to be in a position to pay someone to edit the streams down into like those videos, but it's just not feasible. Almost out of context clip. You know what I mean. Like, I'm not one of those people that is particularly driven by that. I'm more driven by being able to continue doing it as a job. Not so much. To let you behind the curtain, Crixie, they're all absolutely lovely. I've spent a lot of time with them, both in person and online, though I have not encountered anyone that has been anything other than an upstanding gent or lady. Yet delivered hypothetical from the shadows. Just say that'll be in the Wikipedia one day. Backup stream idea. If this goes stale, I don't think it can go stale unless something was unless we found like a massive issue whereby the loan thing suddenly appears out of nowhere and we're like, well, fuck, we can't loan anybody out. Then yeah, that would be a sensible backup at that point. First showdown. There you go. Actually, I'm curious, since we're doing market research, right? So Vids translate that. I'll take that, Crixie. I'll take that. How did most of you find the content? I'm curious now. That's fine. It's sort of on hold until after Christmas at the moment, Mandar, sadly. Which is ironic, because the moment we sort of started saying, oh, we're on hold, then suddenly houses started creeping up. Typical, isn't it? Like, my only concern with it comes to things like finances is simply, am I earning enough that I can continue doing this as a job? That's the only, like, thing I'm really bothered about. I'm not... Because if that was the case, if I really cared that much about that, then every video I made would be I gave a non-league side £1,000 billion or something like that, basically. That's what I would do. Because they do very well. Oh, the Treaty United stuff. Wow. Does he keep falling down? He has only got little arms, bless him. Roles, how they work, what they do, and how to use them. Not sure. Bustanet. Yeah, I'm always very, very, very hesitant about before you left YouTube. Wow, there you go. Temporarily, yeah, we thought that would be forever, didn't we? Find the scout. Yeah, this is the thing. A lot of you come from the scouting video, which is, or the kit basher video, which are all one-off videos. The exact type of content that I'm now making. They're so much better for people finding the content, really. Oh, this is the thing. When I do one-off content, I want it to be I want to contribute something, right? I want to be going, hey, this hopefully could help someone who's stuck with something, but that's why they weren't as frequent before, because I was like, I need to find things, but I've had more stuff that I actually wanted to show people this year, and that's why I was almost a little bit disappointed that last night's video didn't perform as well, but then it might just be because of the time. There's all sorts of reasons, you know? They are the gateway drug. They really are. Like, it is exactly that, Coconut Stripe. Yeah. They're very good landing spots for new viewers because if you look at it like this, right? This is the different on video. Yeah, it's because I have different settings on my mic. So this goes through a post-processor live on stream, whereas on YouTube, I do it in my editing software. So I use slightly different plugins, so my voice sounds slightly different. It probably sounds a bit more boomy on here. Plus, I tend not to be the same distance from the mic on stream because I'm sort of moving about and jangling, you know? But if you look at it like this, every single video I've produced so far at F123 is a single standalone piece of content that is not part of a series. Therefore, they each have the ability to be their own beacon of growth. So they can show up in the algorithms. You don't have to have any prior context to other things I've done in order to watch or enjoy that video. And thus, they're essentially a load of different big fishing nets saying, hey, this is a piece of content that you might like. Would you like to check it out? What doesn't do that is episode 63 of a YouTube Let's Play series, for the most part. And that is why one-off content is so much better on YouTube and driven. And Zealand is the ultimate case study in this. Like, you've seen what and not just because he's an excellent dude and an incredibly talented content creator and, like, creator and also entertainer, but because of the style of content he makes at the moment that he started doing it. You know? Streamer Showdown match against Z. Oh, do you mean the, that was such a fun game. Is that the one where it was all going horribly wrong for me and me and Zealand spent the entire game just talking about, like, Greek mythology? That was fun. Like to have a podcast. I actually, Mike and I were planning a podcast at one point. I need to talk to Mike about that actually at some point, because we had an idea which we were going to be doing, and it might still happen actually. I'll have to talk back. I might as well tell you about it now. So basically, Mike and I have been planning a user hyper English club save. They absolutely are, because it's more worldwide recognition, basically better for search algorithms. That's why every single YouTuber mostly does a beta save in England with a big side. But yeah, so Mike and I were planning a podcast. It was called The Unthinkable Unfolds, and basically it was going to be us detailing like the history of like famous sporting stories across multiple different sports, basically. So each episode would be a different like crazy thing from sport, be it like Leicester winning the Premier League, be it Usain Bolt's incredible career and rise to where he is or was, etc. Things like that, basically. FM Enhanced. No, Zealand was part of FM Base, if I recall. In fact, I believe Zealand's original channel was the FM Base channel. Maybe. I forget. But he was in charge of doing their content and fucking smashed it, to be fair. Yeah, they're called evergreen videos. That's the thing. That's the exact thing about it, right? They're evergreen videos because they continually sit out there like a giant flashing light that says, hey, look, this is some content you might enjoy. Like, to give you an idea, my scouting video from the summer is still getting like 500 views a day. And that's from July. I've never had a piece of content that does that. Or has done that. Squad depth tab. Okay, so yeah, squad depth. They've hidden it, and I feel like for a reason, but basically if you go to Squad Planner, it's here. It's hidden in the top left of the screen. Short, snappy how-to. Yeah, but that's good. That's what the market wanted. You have to listen to where the market is. And you can see, because of the rise of people like Omega Luke as well, another fantastic content creator. He absolutely whacked it out of the park the last couple of years. He's such an intelligent dude. Not just like generally speaking, but also when it comes to the business. You know? Last time I played, I watched a guy called Mick Loisy. Oh, one of my favourite fucking people. And Rick Malloy, of course, yeah. Mick is one of... He's probably part of the reason what the fuck? Hi, Ruskin. Happy Thanksgiving. Holy shit. That's completely thrown me off of my... I don't know. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted sub. Holy shit. Mother of God. I've completely lost my train of thought. I have absolutely zero idea what we were even talking about. Holy God. Thank you so much, Ruskin. I hope you're having a lovely day. And yeah, if you have just been gifted a sub, then yeah. After seeing it randomly, there you go, Alaroot. That video's been great for me. Holy shit. Yeah, no, if you just been gifted a sub by Ruskin, thank them. That's so kind of you. So undeserved of me there, but thank you so much. Let me get Van Connecten back in the team. And wait, they're taking Bobby out again? I don't like this. My assistant, admittedly, it is Thighs Freeze. Is he stupid? I don't know if I want to comment on that, but I feel like he might be a smooth brain. Just part of me's wondering about Thighs here. I think his brain might have been frozen as well. Okay, let's actually load to a match. We still have to get through the rest of this season here. Yep, Crew. Yep. But Crew proves as well that it's not like it's... I hope as well that the rise of people like Crew, and also Clates, although it's a different style, but still, shows that it's not like some hegemonic thing that you cannot get involved with. That there's room for growth for everybody. Mike, for example, is another example of that, even from the streaming side of things, where purely through streaming, which is insane. I don't think people realize how difficult it is to grow purely as a streamer, only streaming. And yet Mike was able to grow as a streamer, become a Twitch partner, and now works for SI. It's still possible. If you're good enough, you can do it. Yeah, I know he's doing the Fulham save. It's great. Which is why I like him that little bit more. Plus, he's a nice dude. Yeah, Mick was great. Mick is part of the reason why I do this. Mike works in QA. Everyone in chat's like, fucking hell, now we know who to blame. But Mick did a showcase video back in 2014. And he featured me in that showcase video, and that was pretty much what got me started. Because I had like maybe 20 subs. Yeah, quality assurance. Like Creed. Like Creed Bratton. I'm definitely saying that to him next time he's in chat, man. No, that's outrageous. Exactly. They are equally good at their jobs. Oh, that's a great hit. But yeah, I had like 30 subs, and then Mick shouted me out in a video, and this was October 2014, so around that sort of time, just before Halloween. And I remember hitting 100 subs on Halloween, in October 2014. And then I remember hitting 500 subs on Firework Night, which was 4 days later. It was mad. And then by the end of November that year, I had 1,000 subs and I was monetized. It was bizarre. Okay, a good start from us, but we need another goal. Yeah, Alex, but that's the thing. You need to use it to drive multiple traffic. So Alice's webcomic, which was fantastic and still is, and I'm not just saying that because she's done various versions of the comics with stuff for me, right? Was a great Kickstarter that you could then use to channel that audience to other platforms like Twitch. And that's what enabled Alice to get her initial Twitch audience, which gave her a huge head start over a lot of people. And you can see the growth from that. Oh yeah, I bash Mike. And Mike is an absolutely wonderful human being. I love that guy to death. Like, I consider him a genuinely close friend, and that's not something I thought I would have been saying about anyone, really. It's hard making friends when you're an adult in your 30s, you know? 500 subs. Well, we're not that close to 500 subs, but we've been, you know. I mean, at one point, we were at one point at 890 subs on Twitch at one point, which was actually ridiculous. Not consuming NFL. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure there are people that... It'd be weird if you just watched me and no one else, but like, hey, each to their own, right? Because of the sun and growth. It's actually... No. I really don't. I enjoy it. I like the fact that I'm seeing growth now, and it's just nice. I honestly, before I made the scouting video in the summer that did really well, I kind of felt like my YouTube ability had... Not ability, but my days of being able to be relevant on YouTube in the grand scheme of things were over. In that I don't think I didn't feel like I could ever do anything that would actually leave a mark on anything anymore. Like have a video that would do extremely well or be talked about by anybody. And I was just sort of there plugging away, right? But that then changed my mind on that because it actually was successful. And it made me think, oh, actually, if you make the right content that people enjoy and you're kind of genuine in a way, people will respond to that. And that's why I'm trying to do that stuff now, you know? But this is the thing, Espresso Cat, right? It's not really talent, it's practice. What you don't... That one video that you think from a creator or whatever that you might think is really good, and we just missed another penalty, is not the result of pure talent. In fact, most of the time it's absolutely not that. It's a result of practice. Thousands of hours of practice. I've probably produced over 2,000 YouTube videos since I started doing this, right? If you do anything 2,000 times, you're gonna be at least slightly better than when you started. Now, the rate at which you improve, obviously, is going to vary from person to person, but that's why I believe things like purposeful practice are so important. Earn average pay in England. Depends on what average pay in England is. Actually, I'll fucking tell you. I'll tell you. Last year, I made... I actually can't remember. Don't tell the Inland Revenue, chatto. Don't tell you. Where's my accounts?
It's good.
I've literally lost my accounts.
In winter, it can get very depressing.
Oh, there we go. Found it, yeah. Yes, I'm not even close. Last year, I made 18,500. Pre-tax. As well. So it's luckily Pog and I are both earners. So that's to give you an idea. This is not the most lucrative business. 10, not 80. Look at Mr. Richmond. Official Prax, thank you very much for the follow. I can't hop by taxes. Nah, it's not too bad. The taxes were okay. The only problem with the taxes this year was the fact that 1810. I'm so stupid, man can't even spell a number. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. As in the financial year. So that's a bit skewed. And this year, every year has been bigger than the last, you know? Yeah, you're in the lowest tax bracket. Minimum wage. Yeah, exactly. So to give you an idea. But I'd still much rather be doing this for minimum wage than I would be than working a different job. That's the way I look at it. You know, it may well be the equivalent of like minimum wage. However, it comes with the benefits of I get to enjoy what I do, and I'd much rather take it. Yeah, you get to write off stuff. So I had like £1,000 worth of it. So basically, you get £1,000. If Stuart, are you still in chat? Because we've got a tax guy in chat usually. he'll be able to tell you all about this. But basically, you get a what's called a basically it's like £1,000 allowance. So if you don't have £1,000 worth of expenses, doing self-assessment that is, you can basically claim £1,000 worth of expenses no matter how much your expenses are if they're less than 1,000.
There's a train.
Schuber, thank you for the follow.
Oh yes, very soon.
And
building it now.
So that kind of helps you bring it down a little bit as well. But yeah, you can write off computer stuff. You have to be careful though. You have to. So, for example, things that are used solely for business can be written off. But if you double YouTube subs, no, subs has nothing to do with money. Thank you, Shu. That's very kind of you. Your sub goal on YouTube, the sub counter is not irrelevant, obviously. It's important, particularly if you're seeing growth to it. But the sub number is actually kind of not important. It's the viewership, and not even the viewership itself. It's the CPM that matters, the cost per million, the amount you're being paid per 1,000 viewers that see an advert on your channel. That's what actually generates the revenue, and that can vary through a number of different factors because of the way the algorithm works. So certain videos will have a higher CPM than others based on the topics in the video, the things you say, the viewer retention, all of that sort of stuff, basically. But I'm more than happy to do what I do, you know. Pog and I earn similar money. It kind of it fluctuates, obviously, because my income varies from month to month. Does it help when people clip the ads in your video? Honestly, I would not advise you to do that, just because it can be seen as potentially like falsifying stuff potentially. So I just leave it, honestly. See the ads. Yes. So, but like you know, VAT registered. Return of equipment, most of it. I'm not VAT registered, and the reason for that is because you don't have to register for VAT unless you're, I believe, going to make 83,000 a year, unless you're. I think the way the rules works are that if you're going to make over 80 grand or 83,000 a year, but you're like going to do a quarter where you'd potentially earn that, then you have to register for VAT. The problem is it comes with a lot of extra reporting that is just not something I want to get involved with. Ad block, you don't earn anything. No, but like, you know, I'm not going to say turn off your ad blocker, you know. You do you. 100 quid you say to him. What? Not going to talk about... Oh, to be fair, every stream I do has got scenes of a sexual nature, chat. You should know this by now. Did you not see the duck stuff earlier? 80 notifications. You love to see it. What I would say, Matt, is you can whitelist channels. If that is something you actually want to do, you can have it so that it only blocks on certain channels. You mean Gooseplay? I mean what I mean, all right? 30 years ago for... Yeah. Maybe. Oh, no, don't apologize for that. Like I said, I'm pro ad block. I just have it whitelisted for channels I really want to support. Right, let's get Panache on. Bobby's not actually done brilliantly. I think he's missed a penalty in this game as well. That went down on chat. Yeah, so with YouTube Premium, what happens is you don't see ads, but I get a little cut, basically. YouTube metrics or financial metrics? Financially, all I'm interested in is that I'm able to do this as a job. If I see growth on that, then that's fantastic, and I feel like I will. So far. Twitch sub's probably more than ad revenue. The thing I don't like about the whole Twitch sub thing, though, is that Twitch sub is basically you're relying on other people specifically to directly support you, and that's obviously quite, what's the word? It can be fluctuatory. So you could fluctuate from at one point. So for example, back in March at one point, I had nearly 900 Twitch subs, but then it could also be down as, I say, as low. That's still incredibly high, as like 300. But that huge swing, you know, and also because you're relying directly on the generosity of strangers, and that's something you really have to be very careful when relying on, you know. Whereas with YouTube, it's a lot more consistent. The other thing about YouTube is that technically it adjusts for inflation because the advertisers are having to pay more money because YouTube needs to get more money because of the inflation rises, but then that is still passed on to you. So it actually does rise with inflation. So there is that element to it on the YouTube side of things. Yeah, I'm on Patreon as well, but I have one. But I don't really do a lot with it at the moment. And I really should do more with that because I don't feel like the people that are on there are getting much bang for their buck. It's difficult. Because I don't like, I suppose I could do early videos potentially, but now that I'm doing this type of content, that could actually work. Show's Hungary. Oh, so it's because it's one of the few leagues that I haven't managed in that really has quite relaxed rules when it comes to foreign players, and thus made it very, very susceptible to a building a nation type save. And then MTK was just because they were like really good. OnlyFans link. Oh, you're gonna want to. I was going to try and think of something pithy to say, but I couldn't even be bothered. Wear one of Pog's bras, as if I'd fit in that. Like, I am busty, chat. Have you not seen my my clavage? Mugs also. I love the fact that Gordo, you might be the only person that's ever bought Mug. That being said, now that we've got Midjourney, I could... The reason I haven't, like, with the merch thing, I want to do it. The problem I found is the infrastructure for the actual production and sale. I don't want to just, like, slap some shit on Teespring, you know? Need that premium goose shit. Yeah, you get that good goose. Late night Matt, only chat. Only chat. Damn right. But one of my favourite things about streaming is... We're getting all deep today, aren't we, chat? Is this sort of stuff where we're just sat around chatting the shit because we've kind of done what we needed to do in terms of the game today, and the game's just almost playing itself at the moment. We've got other things to talk about, and I like the fact that I like to think, a community of people that are like that. One of my favorite things, and I know I say that about 1,000 things, so, you know, I'm legitimately like Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music here, but that's not the point. What are these references? Is when I see people come into chat and they'll say hi, but then other people will say hi, and the people will be having conversations with each other that are completely irrelevant to me and most other people in chat, but they're just here to talk to people that they know from chat. I fucking adore that, man. I want people to feel welcome here, like they can just come in, have a bit of fun, and we part ways, you know? It's... Red Zone, yeah, I did another load of Sims for Red Zone, so if you're interested in the Make This Your Next Save stuff, there should be another pack of saves coming up soon. The hills are alive with the hills are alive with the sound of chatto. There you go. Don't clip that. I think we have like a good little community, yeah. Withering away while having a good chat. I know, who's getting away with this chat? Engaging. Well, that's really nice of you to say, Crichton. Don't make me stick the reverb on. I come here and talk to Hope people. Leaf, you know we respond. Everybody loves a bit of Leaf. Temporary family global barbecue. It really is, in a way. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. And if you're new to my content, drop a follow. Hey! So from UK, I don't actually know. I'm going to redo all of that. I haven't been watching the World Cup. Not today, because ITV was fucking up. I've got the game on at the moment, the Uruguay-South Korea match, but that seems like it's been dull as dishwater again. As often, the 1 o'clock, the early games have been proper shit a lot of the time, I think, with the exception of the Saudi Arabia-Argentina game. A stalk Bagpuss? That's a good question. I've never thought about that much. Have any of you lot ever run into someone else from this chat in another stream? Like, the outside of FM. Obviously, that'd be... If it was FM, obviously, I'm sure a lot of you have. But, like, under 21 cap for roofs. Holy shit. They hit the poster. Oh, sick. An oasis of fun and friendliness on a toxic sea that is the internet. I'll take that. Oh, God. You had to do it to me, didn't you? Well, that's going to end up in the recap video. I'm sure it's a good game if I actually was watching it. 10 a.m. games. Yeah, it's mad. Like, particularly on stream days for me, because I'll wake up, crack a bath out, I'll come back and I'm drying myself off when there's football on. I'm getting ready for stream watching an international football match. It doesn't seem right. Stream crossover, yeah. It's when I realised how incredibly generous, not obviously a lot of you will know Darcher, but how generous he was not only to me but to others, right? I was in a random CK3 stream when the game first came out. I think it was, I can't remember, it might have been a Rumba. And who did I see at the top of the sub-gifting list? But fucking Darcher. What a guy. He's like Santa Claus. Then a rabbit hole of bikini hot tub videos with quite a few. I'm sure there were. I'm sure there were. What you've just discovered there is pornography. And you're going to wish you didn't. Okay, so these guys are now expiring their trial. How many games have we got left? 3. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at some of these guys then. So there's Carvajal. What I might do actually for the moment, right, is just trial them again. Wait. Oh, hang on. They're expiring. So once they've gone, I might just bring them back a second time. So that way they're still here when we start next stream and can make a proper decision on them. While in class. Yeah, that must kind of suck. The real Twitch pornography. Hey. Don't make me flip the collar up on this, because that does not work at all. Don't know what I was going for there. I haven't spotted any fellow chatters in Amaranth. Well, I guess I know who we're rating. Oh, dear. Oh, my lord. El Gordo with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much, mate. That's so nice of you. Unbelievably unnecessary, but very, very nice of you. 37 years. Must be nice. Yeah, that's a bit creepy, isn't it? Just like through the window. Superman11, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Gordo, that's so generous. Wrestling streams. Yeah, I bet you would, actually. I want to go watch Luke wrestle. I need to do that at some point. Hey, Bill. Oh, it's still November. It is still November, true. Yeah, Croatia is really fun for building a nation out. I actually did a test save and I got them to second, so that worked quite well. Anyone in chat can talk to other streams? And you can't phrase it out like that, it doesn't work. Yeah, we'll leave these guys here for the moment, and then we will... But they're all... I mean, we knew that when we first saw them, didn't we? I wouldn't be opposed if we could afford to honestly picking up all of them, but we will hang on a little bit. Wait till they expire, then I will do them another full month, and that should take us nicely into the start of next stream. Anyone else getting no recommendations from recruitment focuses? I'm not getting any recommendations from recruitment focuses because I have quite literally tied and duct taped my scouts to their chairs to prevent them from doing recruitment focuses. Squad Wars in Croatia? I don't actually know. Bear in mind, it was a save I was actually... So this Dinamo Zagreb save where I had them second in Europe was the one I was doing a sim save to test out Nowusu. For a video I'm hoping to make about him, because I feel like people don't make videos about wonder-kid goalkeepers very often. So I feel like he's deserving of one. Getting his 50th cap versus the USA. I'm curious to see what he's like when he's actually tested. Because I know that obviously we conceded twice against Iran. But I feel like he's actually going to get tested by the US. A lot more. Because they actually have some legitimate players. Get these guys back on loan for another 4 weeks. That should see us through the rest of the season, I think. I have Jakey Cave back. I almost want to sign him through that alone, right? Oh, not 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Usually they accept these. And it's also good that nobody's tried to steal them from us. Might be worth actually having a little conversation with their agents as well while we're at it. Maybe save that. There we go. Sick. There's one Twitch she gets. Yeah, literally. Doesn't appear for 90% of the stream. Really? What does she do? That wasn't even me pretending to not know. I genuinely don't know. I've only heard of this person because they always appear on my Twitch sidebar for no reason. You got on Mackey's for lunch. You'd love to see it. 6 foreign players on the team bench. That's quite tough. I am the one who scouts. Legit, though. AEW at Craven Cottage would be pretty sick. Just had a light bulb. I actually ordered some new light bulbs. I'm finally going to replace that bulb that's broken. I couldn't be asked to get... I'm waiting for Yeelight to produce another set of their GU10 bulbs so that I can have them all linked into the same setup as the backlights. But unfortunately, I can't be asked to wait for that because half the time this top light doesn't work. Reckon number of wins? I would love that, please. Business expense. Yeah. Sort of. Has an iPad on the screen and then a message bikini squats when counter ends and then just stands on screen, never actually ending the countdown. Wow. Kuma's a weird man. Philosophical thoughts with Matt. I think I'm closer to Jason Plato than Plato, but nevertheless. A PCS bill? What is that? Feels like something you'd get for being injured in the war. Mike needs to stream more. Bless him. Right. One more, and I think we get it. Play-Doh than Plato. Oh! When he says PCS bill, I thought you would... Right. Oh! Oh, that's highlights of the other game. That makes way more sense. Just a Play-Doh than Plato. I like that. I might steal that. That's great. Booty suspended, finally. She was like, I'll give you £1 million if we can count to 1,000 together. Jesus. But, that being said, right, I respect it. Because at the end of the day, right? If someone was going to pay me to do that, I'd be all... no, I think I would. Because of course you would, right? But I'm just going to actually play right back. Apparently. Not great, but I feel like I'll still have him there instead of Jarju. Jarju's at least technically better in the role. Feels so good to... Oh, I would. I would. You know me, chat. I feel guilty when someone gives a single sub. Imagine that, having to write it on my tits every single time and ride a giant pickle. Like, I think... Yeah, I think I'd struggle. Wait, did I fuck that up? Ah. Yeah, So that's what I did. And then it was that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. People are bizarre. They want that... I don't know what they want, you know? I'm still not quite sure what the appeal is of that sort of thing, but hey. I might start... Where's he gone? I might give Anyal another chance. Gifted Dom? For the chase, I suppose. Evil Postman Pat, thank you very much for the tier 1. And now I feel bad. So I mean, I feel like, oh god. That feels like there's way too much. Do you know that, there was I think his name is Brock. He's a Kiwi streamer, the guy that does wood carvings and stuff. And we've all seen that where he's like, someone's gifted me some subs. You can take them back. I feel like him a lot of the time, you know? Seems like a nice chap. Who am I putting in here? Mezze's in. It's going to have to be Diddy. No, Diddy's a left back. It's definitely not going to be Diddy. Oh, my life. Horvat, maybe? Ride on my tits and ride a giant pickle. Hey, that's what it's going to say on my gravestone. He died doing what he loved, writing on his tits and riding a giant pickle. I can't do a very good Kiwi accent, believe me. We'll have to get a Kiwi TTS to work on it. I do like the Kiwi accent, though. That'll get us through the game. Bobby only needs 4 more. Second pickle card. We have fun. We have fun. I rate that. Oh. I genuinely think that starting streaming might be the best thing I ever did for my mental health. Sounds almost like the opposite of what you normally hear, you know? You're so used to seeing a person start a video and going, streaming has ruined my mental health. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'm like, give me them streams, bruv. All over that. For New Zealand fan than the fruit. I feel like I've eaten more kiwis than I have the people. If that helps. Do an Aussie accent but mangle the words. Yeah, fashion chops. Bin. There was a guy, this is a story that a friend of mine told me. They had a Kiwi substitute teacher, and there was a guy in his class called Ben, who obviously in a Kiwi accent would be pronounced bin. And the class could not get over the fact that this guy was just being referred to as bin the entire time. It's such simple stuff when you're like 13, right? No mention of the goose. What goose could you possibly be talking about? No, I haven't heard that. 8 more people. You know. Maybe I'll move to Papua New Guinea. Or something. Or even Bougainville. Bougainville might be one of the best names for a country imaginable. It just sounds perfect. Take me down to Margaritaville and Bougainville. Feel like they should be like warring towns. That's a brilliant goal from Bognar. I'm so glad Boggy's back. Talk to me, Goose. Oh, God. So upset. What a film that was, by the way. Top Gun Maverick was unironically a really fun film. I enjoyed that so much. Pognar had a bloody great time. I did, Saz. I did. I actually have emailed them. I saw your message and I took the initiative. That and the goose hat arriving. Hey, C7. Paint me like I've got a goose hat on. Oh, God. Bay Hudson's immediately into Photoshop now. Just mid-journey. Matt in Titanic wearing a goose hat. I'm way ahead of you. Titanic wearing a goose hat. Oh, we got some more capybaras. Once again, not featuring any capybaras. What I would say, though, these logos are utterly outrageously good. Still don't seem to be featuring any capybaras, but look at this. These look like you'd see them on a pint of beer. Like, I'd order a glass of Barshab, wouldn't you? A chaise lounge wearing a goose and yeah, I want to see what... I've literally given it the prompt, Titanic wearing a goose hat. I'm curious to see what Midjourney can do with that. What, you want a nice cool glass of Asbach? I think we signed him once, first season, right? Russian 8th tier site, it really does, doesn't it? Hey, I know what capybara is. Oh, it very much does. As is evidenced by... this capybara here holding a World Cup. Yeah, I'm a very sarcastic person. But I feel like it's like good-natured sarcasm for the most part. The only time I'm ever like non-good-natured sarcasm is what's become known as Sassy Matt. Thanks to Harv, pretty much. Zelda, thank you for the follow. Hope you escape that castle one day. But that's only when someone's been super petty. Then I'll go like full-on sassy sarcastic. But those are few and far between these days, you see. Angel's had a better game here. The first season will be out on Sunday morning, Alarut. So the plan is we're going to be finishing season 1 today. We've got like 3 league games left. And so what I normally do with the recaps is I put them out right before the start. Go on, Bobby! Oh my god. I could have scored that. I put them out as I go live for the start of the transfer stream. So it kind of adds its content, but it also works as a kind of going live notification to maybe bring more people across, basically. That's the truth of the matter. So it'll be out Sunday morning at like 10 o'clock. Sassy, I like it. We get... Why MTK though? Oh, because they're historically a very important team, not just in football, but in well, in Hungary. In Hungary, but not just in Hungary, but in football. And we needed a team to do Building a Nation with. They fit the perfect requirements, basically, because Hungary's a perfect league for this, and as a fallen giant from the second tier, it was the perfect team for us to take back to glory, basically. Is my Titanic done yet? What the hell? I give you Titanic wearing a goose hat. They've misread the instructions slightly. This is not Titanic wearing a goose hat. This is a goose wearing... Look at this, motherfucker. Oh, look at this one. He's on the boat. The goose is wearing a hat. Look at this. Yeah, I was nearly going to say a Titanic hat. Look, that's such a good hat too. This is incredible. This is why the machines cannot be trusted, Chateau. Captain's desk in his quarters. Yeah, literally. Do you think this duck is the captain? Is this Captain Birdseye? Or in this case, Captain Gooseeye, I guess. Paint me like one of your French geese. Well, that's getting done. I'm going to re-roll that and see if it can do a better job. Sometimes the game was going on the entire time in the background, by the way. We're actually beating Budapest, and now that's going to be probably a red card. Yep. Referee had that out of his pocket soon. He is the captain now. That's Midjourney. Midjourney version 4. They released an update like a week and a half ago, and it is a game changer. Some of the stuff you can do with it now is filthy. Particularly if you like the work of Dan Mumford. You can do some really cool stuff with that. That's what that one I showed you earlier with the footballer in like the forest and stuff. Oh, here we go. Go on, Bobby. Yes. Okay, Bobby's got his 7th goal. He only needs 3 in his next 2 to get double figures in the space of like... I think he's still on for like a goal a game at the moment, despite that. 2-0 to us. Lovely. I think Bobby could become a bit of an early cult hero in this save, surprisingly. That was an assist from Kapralik as well. Oh, no, it was Bognar. God, I'm so glad Bognar's back. Do have some filters. That's true, actually. You can't, as far as I know, you cannot use Midjourney to produce pornography. And I say as far as I know because, believe it or not, I haven't tried. Other than the goose pornography I just showed you. I didn't make any subs, did I? Well, we move. We got away with it. And we were very good yet again. Boop. This is the thing. Just think, chat. People are missing this because they're watching the World Cup and silliness. I want to call him Bobby. That's 24-point lead. You won the league by 26, right, James? I reckon I might actually be able to not get as many points as you, but I might be able to beat your winning margin. Itself later sunk. Did it really? Huh. And you're Mr. Walker. To be fair, you're not actually missing that much. It is still 0-0. There's a little update there from the horse's mouth. Give it... Wait, what? Riding on my tits, riding a giant pickle. Let's try this. I don't think it will do it because of the word tits. And even if it does, I don't think... Yeah, the word tits is banned. Literally, I've just had Midjourney tell me the word tits is banned. Hang on. I'll change it slightly. Writing on myself, riding a giant pickle. There you go. Myself is... I want to be careful not to circumvent it because I don't want to actually get banned. So just to clarify, this is paint me like one of your French geese. That's horrifying. This one's just... I love this. This goose here is painting a goose. a goose is painting a goose. And doing a fine job of it as well. And this is the second round of Titanic geese. I love what it's doing with their hats. Huge fan of the hat situation going on here. But again, the closest we've come to him actually being on the boat is this one, right? They're still solid. I'm just waiting for what on earth is about to happen. Well, the pickles. I can give you a little preview. It's not done yet. We're midway through. It's not finished yet, but you can sort of see where this is going. The geese and capybara didn't work out too well, unfortunately. It wouldn't seem to put any capybaras in there. We're going to get a whole plethora of different pickle writing styles. Oh dear, that pickle looks uncomfortable. Top left is Sean Locke. Do you know, the more that you see... Is it done? Here we go. What's he got doing here? Is he got like an oar? I like how that was like a cartoon style. That's really like hyper-realistic. Well, it's not hyper-realistic. I have seen a pickle before, believe it or not. That looks like a spaceship. We've fallen down a mighty good rabbit hole today, friends. Midjourney is very fun. And I can write parts of it off as a business expense because I use it to make all my thumbnails. It's perfect. It's a bit Paul Chuckle. Through space. Just on the end of... Hang on. I've gone with riding a giant pickle through space. We'll report back momentarily. Oh, title's gone down to the wire. Look at this. Level on goal difference, level on points. Currently, Ferencvaros are having it on goals scored. Speaking of weirder play. Oh, believe me, there are much weirder places that you could have entered just today, Jacozy. For example, when a duck was presenting the stream and I was yelling from the floor. Type Matt and Pog. I mean, I haven't even looked, honestly, but I can add one of those on too. It could do like 3 at once if you have it in the relax mode. Right, I want to see what happened with Ferencvaros. Oh, they lost to Bodder. Did they at least get a result? Oh, they won a game, though. And it only went out on pens. That's frustrating, but they could have actually been in the semis. It's good news for us for first season, though, right? 6.375. Still didn't catch Poland, I don't think. Or did they? Wait. Oh, my God, they did. Hell fucking yes. So we overtake Bulgaria, Romania, and Azerbaijan. So we gain 3 places, and we don't lose a spot to Poland. So we're actually going to go up to 25, 4, 3. So, yeah, up to 23rd next season without us even touching anything. And we only really need to get to, like, here. This is good. Shut as a business expense, because if not, you should... there's a limit, right? I'm always disappointed when they don't get a semi. Oh, good. That's good of the game. What the fuck? They've now decided that our new limit of scouts is 0. And our new... Why, they just removed our entire recruitment team. What the hell? So as a result of promotion, they've decided that no. I think I did see something like that in a Discord server I was in. Someone else had an issue like this. So hopefully that will reset. Really bizarre, though. Oh, I'm enjoying my guys. They're on, like, borrowed time. They don't know what's happening, but it's coming for them. Recent form analysis. Well, I mean, our forms were pretty solid, really. Yeah, it definitely is a bug. Hopefully they'll fix that. But yeah, they want way too many recruitment analysis as well, just in general. No, it doesn't fire them automatically. It just means I'll be prevented from hiring any new ones. As soon as you run out of scouting budget. Oh, I see. Wait, I don't think we've actually got our scouting budget for next season, luckily. So that's still this year's scouting. Also, I do love that Spartacus have absolutely bottled it today. That feels like we revisit that next time type of, because there's some more great players in there potentially. I expect to win, and I expect us to, yeah. So it's that, and then there's that. Oh, that's an affiliate club too. Right, who do I want in this one? Bobby obviously has to start. They keep trying to put Panache. Oh, I see why. Yeah. Oh, Meze's back. Let's have Kovac again. He's developed really well this season. Increasing the scout budget, which was negative. Ah, okay. Yeah, we can't change ours because it's 0, but I assume that's what's triggered it, as chat said. Van Connecton's in there. That's good. I might try for today's game. Where's he gone? Yeah, Santai instead of Bognar for a little bit. I apologise, Crichton. Most people tend to watch this and play FM at the same time, but I imagine it's a bit difficult at the moment. You're probably trying to balance this and... what on earth? Oh, giant pickle through space. Look at this. Riding a giant pickle through space. I love that this one's involving a caterpillar, presumably. He's got a chair. He's fully straddling that pickle. And he's on the side of it. Good stuff. And also, this is what happens when you type in Matten Pog. It looks like that bit in E.T. when he's hiding in the cupboard covered in their clothes and they open the door. Yoda at bingo night! Incredible. Although, now I am typing that in as a prompt. Oh, God. Also, what's going on in the bottom left, as you say? Like, what is this guy doing to this guy? So the AI knows Emmett. If the AI knew Emmett, they'd know that now is not the time for Emmett. As Emmett's already proven once today. Inexplicably. He somehow managed to pop up twice and for perfect comic timing. Oh. It's a bit John's Krasinski. Yeah, it is a bit. Incredible scenes. I kind of want to see what Yoda at a bingo night is going to look like now. I suspect it's going to be extraordinary. Howard and hype of a free Emmett. Yeah. But the thing is, it didn't actually do it with the first Harold Bishop today. That's the weird thing about it. And I didn't trigger an Emmett since. But it must have been something like the combination of buttons I'd pushed with getting to certain screens that caused it. But then it was delayed by like 10 seconds that. I don't know. I'm kind of just... I don't want to touch it, honestly. I kind of want to just leave it. What's the channel point reward, Danny? Well, like random mid-journey prompts. Oh, dear. Oh, God, a Harold Bishop. I'm going to have to wait for after the game to do this. Otherwise, my GPU is not going to let us go back. What do I used to stream? OBS. And that was actually an incredible good piece of saving. Saving? It's a good save. It's a very good save. Hopefully this game will pass fairly fast. Although we've actually started pretty damn well. Harold Bishop Ultras. Good point. Yeah. I wonder if that would even... I wonder if it knows who Harold Bishop is. I bet it does. Oh, I literally just typed into my mid-journey bot chat Yoda at a bingo night. Didn't actually tell it that it was a prompt. Have we just scored? Nope. Oh, no, I've just told it the word I. Harold Bishop Ultras. See what it comes out with those. Fun times. might be the third Harold Bishop we've had in a single stream. You'd love to see it. Hadn't had him for like a week nearly. People just saving them up. They knew what was coming. I do love how in the background we've just quietly gone about our business and have actually had a remarkably good season. Like, we're going to get close to like mid-90s in points. Oh, here we go. Bobby's in. Oh! I loved everything about every animation in that. Every bit of that was exactly what I want out of an FM match engine. So good. Because it's the pass-through was great, the run was magnificent, but it's the fact that the touch, the awkward shot, the fact the keeper saves it, it still hits the bar and goes in. Everything about that is wonderful. Lovely goal, by the way. 8th for the year now. Just needs 2 more to get to double figures. And that would take us to, I think, 91 points with a game to spare. We can get to 94. Mid-Journey's a prompt. God, AI just eats itself. I think that's when Skynet would have truly risen. Go on, one more. I reckon Bobby could grab a pair today. Oh, never mind. 8th goal of the season as well for Sepe. Right, what's it do? Oh my god. So, first of all, I present to you Yoda at a bingo night. And I've got to be honest, this is remarkable. These are legitimately excellent. That is unbelievable. Those are so good. And then following on from that, things get a little bit strange now with Harold Bishop Ultras. It actually isn't awful. It could be worse, to be fair. Duck and a capybara sharing a beer. That's pretty solid. Is that V4 or is that normal with Journey? Harvard for life. It's terrible with words. Was that Kevin the top? Oh god, it wasn't, was it? Oh, that's harsh on Kev. Harold Bishop Ultras. That's what I did. That was literally what Harold Bishop Ultras brought us. I might re-roll that one because I feel like it's actually not far off of generating something pretty sick. Hold your own capybara. Yes, I have. I've generated a lot of capybaras that look like that. Look like Bill Murray. It did. It fully did. Oh. I know someone asked me who our opponent was, but I'm not going to try and say the name because I will struggle. Moson Magyarova. Moson Magyarova? I'm just falling over my own words here as we're about to concede a goal. No, we're not. Keeper's just gone through the net. Bishop Harold Ultras. Oh. That's a good point. How much is Midjourney? It's, I believe, $30 a month if you want the package that I currently use. At $36 if you include that. So it's a fair amount, but I use it for generating backgrounds for thumbnails and stuff. So I get a good value out of it based on that alone. A lot of the things you'll have seen in my thumbnails lately, all the backgrounds, they're all through Midjourney. That, and I also made the cowman that time. That was fun. Streaming AIR. Yeah. I'm surprised more people don't do that, to be honest. Santai's had a decent game, which is nice to see. Cinema Buns, haven't had one in a very long time. Had a lovely iced bun on stream on Tuesday, thanks to the wonders of Pog, as per. Moshon Majarova. How am I streaming? Basically, the plan was to finish off the season. Basically, I figured with 10 games to go that it was going to take us the full 4 hours, given where we were, but apparently not. So we might finish at like 2:30 today, particularly with the football being on and stuff. Gideon the Duck. Good question. Yeah, I might sort out a Mid-Journey points reward, honestly, because I have a subscription to this, and it would be weird if we didn't. I have like as long as I do it in relax mode, we can do unlimited. Not compensate the artist for the user's training data. I guess, but I also look at it as that isn't really my problem, I guess. I like a decade, Postman Pat. She's a good egg, old Pog. What was I going to tell? Oh, yeah, Gideon the Duck. Those Harold Bishop Ultra ones are actually even slightly better. Some of the art styles it's chosen for these ones are pretty sick. Oh, no, I realise that, Giant Amir, but like we're just having fun with it. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh, yeah. New Harold Bishop Ultras just dropped. Look Look at these. Look at the style on this one. Chat, what are your thoughts on Uya Pabant? That's kind of a cool one. Is it just me or does he look kind of like Jeremy Corbyn? And this one just looks nothing like Harold Bishop, but it is a really cool picture. Bottom left is Zealand. It's not Zealand. Stop being so mean. It's like, this is, I was going to say it's old Zealand, but it's not. It's like New Zealand. No, damn it. There's no way I can word this properly. That's pretty sick. Jack Nicholson. Yeah. It's and Trevor from GTA, yeah. It's like if Zealand and Trevor had a baby. Rooney. God, now I understand why it's like me being compared to Pozuelo. 45, yeah, that's like Zealand in his 60s after he's been divorced twice. Zealand if he became like a PI. But in like the early 90s. Boom. Everyone's apparently secretly super bitchy. So Gideon the Duck's coming along nicely. I'm not sure quite what it's decided was relevant here, but apparently giving it Gideon the Duck sort of allows you to get a duck that's wearing clothes. And to be honest, I, for one, bow down to our new anthropomorphic duck overlords. Look at this suave boy. He's wearing a top hat, chat. Top right has Hitler. If a duck can possibly have Hitler vibes, like, what's he gonna do? Join the Duckwaffen? Like, I don't know. Paolo Eduardo with a gifted sub to Kermit. That's so kind of you, my friend. A prosthetic beak. It does look like a prosthetic beak, doesn't it? It's like it's made of Lego. Oh. Apologies if you just joined. We're just looking at AI ducks. No biggie. Avert your eyes. Gideon the Penguin. We do need like a channel point reward, don't we? I'll have to make it not fairly expensive. It would be obviously a lot cheaper than like Emmett and Harold Bishop and stuff like that. Zealand in a Bosnian prison was deserving. Oh dear. A Nightbot command. That I actually could automate it. I could have it so that the channel point reward could trigger something that would actually type stuff into my Discord. Because basically the way it works is you have like a Discord chat with the bot and you tell it things and it gives you stuff basically. I could probably work that out actually because that way I wouldn't even have to do it myself. It could just pop up when it's done. That'd be kind of fun. I'll have to have a look and see if I can program that. I might be able to do it in Leorin board. Perhaps. I don't know whether the Discord bit might be the struggle. Either way. It'd be cool if I could automate it. Although it wouldn't be difficult to not have to automate it anyway. Chris Jericho Gideon Duck. Wait, what have I missed? White goose wearing cricket pads. All right, let's try that. That makes sense. I dread to think how that's going to go, but we're going to find out very soon. Oh. 20 seconds later. Yeah. Every single time an Emmett breaks out. You just can't help yourself. You just sat there and then boom, surprise Emmett. He comes when you least expect it. He's like Belschnickel. Aggressive goose could do it. Maybe. Just the bot how it feels. Ball to the face. Hang on. It's not happened yet on my stream. I'm waiting to watch this in real time. Off of a header as well. A powerful header, you might say. No, it'd be cheaper than that because we don't get... The reason I have Harold's set at the price that they are is because I want it to be something that is like special when it happens, so it doesn't happen too often. Whereas with the mid-journey stuff, it's not quite so much. We could probably set it on like 10 or 15, maybe even less than that. Back to check. Maybe we are, yeah. 10k is probably about right, yeah. That way it happens. We get a few of them per stream, so we get the laughs, but you don't always have it all the time. If I could automate it, that'd be better. Oh, right, let's see. Is it done? incredibly, and you're going to love this, chat. So I gave it... Right, so basically, I said to it, white goose wearing cricket pads, right? It's told me that, if you're not watching the screen right now, you're going to want it. So I said, white goose wearing cricket pads. I've just been told that that is a banned prompt. Would anyone like to guess how on earth that is a banned prompt? I've taken a screenshot of what it's just said to me. No, ready? You're going to love this. All of you have gone the same way, right? That's what my first thought was. Ready? White goo. But the thing is, I didn't say white goo, I said white goose. Or did I accidentally put a space in it or something? Oh, that's incredible. I swear I didn't say that. Let me just try that again. Maybe I accidentally put a space in there? Because surely the word is goose, not... No, it won't let me use the word white goose. I literally cannot get Midjourney to do a white goose. Because it keeps thinking that white goo is what I'm looking for. Goose dressed in cricket pads. I might just say goose dressed in cricket pads. Let's try that. See if it's got a problem with that. No, it doesn't have a problem with that, at least. Ah, dear. Yeah, it's literally just looking for certain combinations of words, and which is fair. You know, it's not their job, is it? They're not really designed that way. That's just... I was just a bit surprised and taken aback. I guess it is just this one, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. Ask Gideon and get back to me. Get you in there. He's got one game to score 2. That's going to be a tough ask. But with Kovac and Kaepernick, you never know what's possible these days. Booty or Meze? Booty's rating's just been so much better this year. We doing this? It's Midjourney is the site. It's technically site. Bear in mind, what I'm actually doing is I'm typing this into a Discord channel with the bot in it, and that's how it's generating the stuff for me. It's a weird setup, but it works really well. They've got a guy called Wesley up front. Okay. See if we can finish with a... Well, not a record. Well, it probably would be a record points tally, wouldn't it? Let's be clear. We move. Ask Gideon. God. Okay. The duck that we're going to see in a moment, or the goose that we're going to see in a moment, is far more upper class than I was expecting. Yeah, it's weird. I would have thought it would have at least cared about borders, but I suppose it's designed to stop you from, like, circumventing it. I don't want to try too much just in case it bans me or something. It's basically so people can't generate porn using it for obvious reasons. Classy goose goose. Duck goose goose. Oh, I should have said like a swan. That would look goosey enough, wouldn't it? We done? We are. Sensational. I don't know what's going on here. He's wearing a backpack here. There's a lot to digest here. I love that it almost looks like he's got his hands on his knees. Yeah, it's very baseball. Riot gear goose, true. Which actually does make sense because you're going to need the riot gear when Gideon gets fully up for things. Kaepernick, come on. Get Bobby his goals. It's a penalty for no reason, as always. Classy neck. All right. I presume we're going to score that. I can keep it up on the other monitor. What if the double characters are going to cause it problems? Well, it's doing it. No, Regan Booty probably won't be allowed, you're right. Evil Postman Pat, I emphatically can do that, yes. And we've just conceded to Wesley. GG us. And we missed the penalty. Don't lose the final game. I want to finish on 94 points. And get a... Surely we're kind of like close to 30 points clear now. That's not a bad pass, actually. Wait, who's our goalkeeper? Oh, Bobby's in. Oh, he's missed again. Seriously, who is in goal for us? Ballas. Okay. I should have put Melee in there. Surely the word evil is redundant in the phrase. He is a terrifying nightmare figure, true. Oh my god. Classy neck. Currently, you're going to essentially end up with a Victorian woman, by the looks of things. Wesley does snipe, yeah. Oh. I was expecting another penalty to be given then. I think I've got penalty PTSD. I just expect everything to be a pen. Right, let's have this. Not losing to our affiliate side on the final day of the season. Hamed's in. Oh, God. Oh, apparently we are losing to our affiliate side on the final day of the season because Wesley's just slapped home his 19th goal of the season. Wesley do indeed be sniping. Can't even blame the goalkeeper's match fitness this time. This is a concerning start to the game. We've managed to miss a penalty and now find ourselves 2 goals down. They really are even postman Pat. It's mad. I'm hoping that the later games are going to be a bit more interesting. I'm really looking forward to Brazil, Serbia later just because of Mitro. So many new faces. I know. It'll take some time to get used to the new Fernando Ovalar. That's what I will say. He's not been done kindly by, well, the world. Right, here we go. Bognar, there's loads of options out wide. He has to find one. Just as bad as Mr. Blobby. Well, yeah, he is quite a terrifying sort of merchant of existence, isn't he, really? Oh, here we go. Kata. Oh, he's at the post again. We're not winning this game. Is Mitro fit? I don't know if he's actually going to be fit to start. No. I hope so. It's like, it's his big moment. I want him to succeed. 1-0 at Russia entirely. Wow, there's already been like, what, 4? Yeah, the lads have finally decided to find the beach, it seems. Portugal-Ghana could be good, yeah. I'm hoping Joao Paulinho gets some minutes, but I don't suspect that he will. Well, he might get some minutes as a sub, but I feel like he deserves to be in there. He's been so good. We hit the bar again. We are very close to woodworking ourselves here. I reckon that with England and the USA and Wales, right? I reckon we absolutely hump either England or Wales, but then ignominiously draw against the other. And I think Wales would be the draw. I reckon 0-0. Like the Scotland game at the Euros. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I know. I was watching 2 vloggers that went to an American football game and then they went to El Clasico. And they were talking about how they couldn't get used to it because of the low scoring. But I don't think they understand. The reason football fans have absolute limbs, right, is because of the low scoring. Because every goal matters. You saw that bit as well? As in Cara and Nate? Yeah. I actually quite like them. It just wasn't a particularly good video. Right, let's just check in on our creations. So first things first, we've got classy neck, which, yeah, tends to generate women for obvious reasons. But now, the pièce de résistance, evil postman Pat. England would draw against England. I probably did say that, didn't I? You know what I meant. More points, more score. I suppose, yeah. But, yeah. There goes sleep. Hey, look, chat. We've all got a collective sleep paralysis demon now. How's your beard? How... Yeah. Bot Nikolai, thank you for the follow. Civil War really changed League. 4 years ago, I delivered to a house in Pontypandy. That didn't even sound Welsh. That sounded more like... I don't know what that was. Oh. Yeah, I'll send you to. We're 3-0 down here, by the way. We are legit... How the fuck are we 3-0 down? This is mad. What are the stats for this game? 3 shots on target, 3 goals. We're 3-0 down to these guys. They are firmly on the beach today. And there was me hoping that Bobby could have a good day, grab his 10th goal. And, well, he hasn't even got his 9th goal yet. Wow, we are all over the shop here. Go on, get in on that. We might have to go Merchants of Chaos. Just try and... Oh, God, not another one, surely. This is where we could see the penalty as well. Oh, God, there's a guy clear on the edge of the box. This is going in, isn't it? Oh, lovely football. What is going on in this game? Oh, I know what it is. I'll tell you for why. Because I didn't trigger press every single player. Oh. Let's tackle them all really hard as well. We're merchanting it. We're going to have... We're 4-0 down. Dear God. Let's do this. I want my players to be two-footing people that are on the bench still. That's where we're at right now. Another Insta highlight. Oof. They really have not decided to end the season well. Watch the board be like, I'm sorry, we're very disappointed in this result. You may have got 91 points, but you've lost 4-0 on the final day. These guys aren't even any good. Like, I think they're like 18th in the league or something. But here we are. Might not be as low as 18th, but they're not great. We better get used to losing to our affiliate sides. As a preset. Not to my knowledge, anyway. We tried to look at that, but it didn't seem to save it. Weirdly. Right, Kovac. Let's get one back and then we get things moving. Right, okay. It begins. Is he onside? He is. Bobby gets his... No, he's not. Fucking hell. Took forever for the camera to pan back. They've had 4 shots on target and scored all of them. Goalkeepers are not really a thing, are they? Right, here we go. Get Bobby through again. If we get one back now, I still think this is on. I might throw it on attacking too, so we get some more long shots going. It's one of the few games where that might benefit us. I don't think we're out of this yet. I still think we might have a chance at drawing. Here we go. Can you please score? Keeper's on a 6.1. We've hit the post like 4 times in this game already. Like, the amount of times we've managed to smack the post is actually unbearable. Bobby's on a 6. Panaché's not even on the bench, so Petroso's in. Who else can I even bring in at this point? Meze for booty? Fuck it, let's do it. I'm going to have to set the goose on him at this rate. Oh, please not more. This cannot... He's on a 5.9 now, is our goalkeeper. To be fair, he has let in every single shot that has been on target. And it's continued as it is now 5-0 to Bekeshaba. They've had 5 shots on target. I think they might not have even had 5 now. I think that might have been going wide. We're 5-0 down on the last day of the season. Was this shot even going in? This might... Yeah, I think that is going in. Oh, they've had 6 shots on target now. How are we 5-0 down in this game? This is probably going to be the biggest defeat we'll have domestically in the entire save. This is where the board just get rid of us now. Petroso. Blocked. Jargy. Oh, lordy lord. Depends on the situation. Most of the time I try to react and respond to every single thing I see in chat. It just depends. If chat's moving really fast, it's impossible. Sometimes I just miss stuff. It kind of just varies. Sometimes if something doesn't suit the tone of certain scenarios, you just sort of play it by ear, really, don't you? It does feel a bit match fixy. I wonder if the Nomads have been involved in this. Well, that's a nice pass, actually. Here we go. Right, Van Connecten. And it's deflected on in. It's Martin Palanchar gets us a goal back. We're back in this. It's 5-1. Plenty of time left. Pick the ball up, you mug. Okay. We've still got this. I reckon in 12 minutes we can easily score 4 more goals. Particularly if we've gone very attacking. No, I don't, Daz. I'd like to... Well, it's because my favourite thing about streaming is talking to chat. So, chat provides most of the content anyway. Kapralik, come on. Another one back here. Are we just not capable of scoring goals? This is mad. We're losing 5-1 in a game where we've somehow still had more XG. Right. Get on that ball again. Let's get in on him. Dig in. Nice. Here we go. Right, slip him through. No, this is the second tier. This is the last game of the season. We've already won the league by like 20-odd points, but we were kind of not expecting this to happen. Holy God. Exactly. If you weren't here, I'd just be sat there. Obviously. It's just not really been our day, has it? Just the classic losing 5-1 to that. We also missed a penalty in this game. Why the hell did Jarju take it? That's what it was. Yeah, not the best day. I might actually appear to lack belief. Seem to lose confidence. You just lost 5-1 when you... I don't think I've ever seen that actually have a positive effect. But we do still win the league by 26 points in the second tier. So we are promoted as champions by 26 points. We are 29 points clear of Spartacus now. We started the day 13 points clear of second spot, and we've finished at 26 points clear. We're going to the top flight with a 53 goal difference. I think we're in good shape. They actually don't. My neighbours are very good, to be fair. Particularly as, literally, I'm now touching the wall that is directly onto their house. So, to be fair, big shout out, Paul. They're very good. They've never once complained about it. Maybe this wall's just real thick. They came fourth. They ended up coming fourth because of that. The goal difference alone. I want to see their past positions. They came into that match day 10th. No, they didn't. Sorry. 2 matches ago, they were 10th. And they ended up finishing 4th. With back-to-back wins to finish things off. Then there's us, just got there, stayed there. Lol at Spartacus. I mean, weirdly, we weren't trying a match fix, but it sure helped. A little bit of cash there. Not that that's going to help us much, particularly because we have to give half of it back. The sooner we grab a bit of Europe, the better, is what I will say. Hot damn. Right, I should save that there. So, we're going to finish like 20 minutes early today because we've got nothing more we can really do in this at the moment. That will give us more cool stuff to do on Sunday morning because we have those guys on trial. We have a good old whack of money to build a hell of a squad for the top flight next year, which is going to be exciting because this team is great. We've signed some quality players. We've got youngsters coming through. We've got a shitload of cash to build a great team. I think we might not be surprised if we get close to Europe next year. Genuinely. So yeah. And we're going to get to do loads of manual scouting, which is going to be sick. Outloan scoring against you. Yeah, it probably was. Because obviously that's the rules in Hungary. Or it is now because we changed them. So, who's streaming this afternoon? Actually streaming FM. Looking at New Zealand. El Gordo with the 5 gifted to finish things off. Thank you so much, my friend. That's so damn nice of you. You have no idea how nice. Well, you do. Hopefully. Let me just sort by English. What have we got? Who are we thinking? There's actually quite a lot of people live, you know. Which is nice. Let's do... Ooh, I don't know. Ben's live. Let's raid Keg. Haven't had the chance to raid Keg in quite a while, actually. Particularly as one of you lot said that that guy looked like Keg earlier. And... Sorted. Sora's dropped down, but that's pretty good, though. I think if we get anywhere close to... My aim is going to be survival, obviously. I think we're better than that. Top half, I think, is comfortably available. But truly, I think we are capable of getting close to Europe qualification next year. With that amount of money to pick out the amount of players we've got available, there's so many players we can bring in next year that can absolutely beef this squad up. We can comfortably make them a top half team easily, and that's without tactics. So, yeah, Sunday morning. I will see you guys at 10 a.m., remember. And if you haven't already, check out the video I made last night. Desperately, like, please. So I'll see you then. Thank you so much for the huge amount of support today. You lovely people. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye. Let's go say hi to Kegman. Kegman? Kegman. Let's go.